Episode 2. Took a while. Took a very long while. But we're here.
We're back.
How are you doing?
I'm pretty good, man. Pretty good overall. What about you?
I'm pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just happy to be here, honestly.
Okay.
Sounds a little bit cheesy, I know, but just happy to be able to drink some alcohol, have an excuse to criticize some people.
Yeah, it just feels like a good night to drink, I think. Like,
it is, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
At least it's fucking warm outside. It's not even that cold anymore.
No, exactly.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, for those of you unfamiliar, and I'm sure literally every single person who's watching this is probably from the exact same city we are, and probably knows us personally. Winnipeg's fucking cold.
Yeah,
it's really
fucking cold out there.
But really mild all this year, like weirdly mild. Almost
it's been a great winter. Oh, it is concerning.
Yeah.
Climate change absolutely real. But
yeah, I feel like that's we're gonna die, but you know what? I'm enjoying the weather.
Good winter, yeah.
Yeah, good winter otherwise.
Absolutely. That's you know what? And despite that, I've done minimal winter activities this winter.
Me too. It's almost too warm to do certain activities now.
Straight up, yeah. But like, I've skated like twice.
I think, yeah, me too.
It's just like that fucking sucks. Like,
it does. Actually, how I even? I went to like one ODR.
Yeah, I might have gone once.
Indoors once that one time with our friends there.
Yeah.
We ask this every time. What are you drinking?
I've just got a standard Corona, normal stuff.
Nice. I like how you bought Coronas, or you brought them, despite the fact we have literally 18 unopened Coronas just out of view of the camera.
Yeah, they're free in my life. So they just said,
they
get you some beer. Yeah, so they picked. That's what they picked. So cheers for them.
Yeah, and Corona's a fantastic beer.
Oh, it's just. I think it just does the job.
My beer of choice, honestly. Like, it's one of the few beers, as somebody who doesn't enjoy them that much, that I can sit down with a lime and a Corona and just actually enjoy it. Yeah, so.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I'm just drinking the same sangria. I'm going to be probably drinking that every single time it goes crazy.
All right, yeah.
Fuck hard with it.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah, we got our alcohol camera. Pretty fucking cool. I like it.
Beauty.
I think it looks nice.
Yeah, it's pretty clean.
Clean. I finally found.
So for pouring some drinks or something, there we go.
Oh yeah. I was cleaning my room today. I found a lot of shit I was missing. I'm not gonna lie. That's a great thing about cleaning your room. As much as it may suck to do it.
Yeah.
I found a lot of shit I've been missing, man. And it was
100%.
fucking bad in there, like bad. Yeah. Yeah. I found that USB adapter that I bought specifically for this podcast, and lost, I think, 10 minutes after I bought it. Brought it in my room, threw it somewhere, completely lost. It was super easy to find. It was at the end of my bed in a bag.
Ah.
Yeah. I just did. There's so much other shit. I just never looked in that one, and everything was there.
Yeah, I found before the school year started. I found my USB hub. Like in a sock in my sock drawer.
In a sock.
Yeah, like I think I had just thrown it in there, and it just mixed in, and eventually ended up in a pair of socks.
Congregated its way.
And it was a pair of socks I don't wear. They aren't in the rotation at all, so it was just like, fuck, I wasn't gonna find it until I looked for it.
It's crazy how that exists, and you're totally right with regards to socks. Like, I have desperation socks. Do you have the same?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I have like some nice like Adidas socks, like some good pairs of like socks that I can wear, and like if my socks are visible, like if it's summer and you're wearing shorts, you're not like embarrassed about the sock you're wearing. And then I got like some of those ones where they're just like garbage, not even that comfortable. You wear them under long pants because nobody can see them anyways or something, and they're just like last resort. Like I have not washed my socks in long enough that I just have no other option. I have to wear these, or else I do not wear socks. Yeah, and that's really not an option, unfortunately.
But yeah, like I'm sure you're the same. Like I would just like I'm so careful about not getting to that point, so I can keep wearing socks that I use that it's redundant anyways. But I'm also never gonna throw it out.
No, I will never throw them out. And I have
tons of pairs,
dude. I have like probably 15 pairs of like danger socks. That's what I'm gonna call. Danger socks sounds bad. Sounds like I'm using them for something else.
Fair.
We'll just say like. Unused socks that they will never find their way in. They're like the bench players of my sock rotation. Yeah. Like they're not the all-stars. they're the guys getting, 2-3 minutes
good
a
morale
game.
Guys,
maybe. Yeah. Averaging 3.2 points per game. Maybe.
It's good in the locker room.
Yeah. Definitely not a fan favorite or anything, but.
So what's been on your mind this week, man?
Oh God, not a whole lot. Oh, shout out to the basketball team I coach. Who's gonna do that?
There you go.
Getting a big win, heading to the playoffs.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah. The boys had a hard fought. I was meaning to say this. I coach 8th grade basketball, so not really like developed jump shots or anything there yet. A kid went 4 for 4 from 3. Who was like he found his spot. It's like the right corner, and he just launched, just pulling the trigger, like, dude, money every time. Like, he's not getting a shooter's touch. Like, this thing is just wet. Yeah. So shout out to the boys. That was a solid victory.
It's crazy.
Keep rolling.
Considering that there's like, I know like that this is a closer 3-point line or whatever than like the NBA and stuff, but like it's crazy that like people who are like not anywhere near professional athletes, like you and me and like this eighth grade kid, like we can actually just get dialed in where we're shooting like ridiculously well. Like the NBA average from 3 is like 35% or 36%,
something like that.
And it's like I remember having games in like middle school where I hit like 7 or 8 bombs. Like where I shot like 8 of like 14 from 3. Yeah. Like fuck, it's wild that can happen.
I don't remember one game in which you made 8 threes.
Dude, I know. Like, no. Yeah. Not like when we were playing like in an organized game, but like when we played like out in like the like pickup.
I was gonna say,
like the boys playing pickup out there.
I was like, I don't remember you dropping 24 on any team, bro. Like, no offense, but you were not that dialed in.
I had 1 bucket in grade 8 basketball. I was just, dude, because as a big man, you don't fucking like get the ball in that level.
No, and like nobody's got a developed post game really. Like even the big guys,
You just rebound. That's all I was doing.
Yeah, our bigs are not great at rebound. I've tried, if any of them are watching for some reason, I've tried telling them to rebound a fucking million times. They do not.
They just don't box out?
They don't box out. All their rebounds are just them out jumping some kids occasionally, which is really, I hate to say it, guys, it's not the way to win the ball. And it works for the tall guys, but when you got like one of the smaller guys down, like you gotta box out or you're never gonna win the ball.
That was the only way I aided winning in our basketball team at all, because like I was just blocking everyone because I was my fucking arms are so long. I was just clearing out.
You were the definition of bored man gets paid.
Yeah, I was like the Kembe Mutombo. Like, give me the ball, I'm lost. But like, not even that. I just never got the fucking ball. Whenever I got it, it was going up.
Yeah, I seem to remember there's a lot of kids who would jack up like near half courts because their team was that laughably bad anyways, and yeah. I remember in the staff versus students game we had, and I don't feel bad dropping this name, I diced up Mr. Olsen and put up a jump shot from like just inside 3. Like I cooked this guy. He's probably like 45 years old, so I don't really care that he, wasn't able to. But I was like shift team, bro. I was happy with that. I won't lie.
I just realized I was talking like I know who that is. I don't have the faintest fucking clue who that is. Sure. It sounds kind of familiar, but I have
no, I wouldn't blame you for not. I don't have any good description of him. He's a white guy, Mr. Olsen, really. What he is. Yeah,
for some reason that sounds familiar. Was he at the school when we were there?
Yeah, the school. Yes.
Okay.
Well, yeah, that's how I diced him up in a staff versus students game.
Oh, in the back when we were kids?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, then I know. Yeah. Okay. No, I do know who the fuck it is. I thought it was a current guy.
No.
It was like our particular school has basically turned over every instructor we had
pretty much
when we were kids. So
yeah,
we're not even that fucking old. For anyone who doesn't know, we're both like 22. But yeah.
We're both 22.
We're like around the exact age of 22.
Approximately exactly 22. Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah, so. Yeah, no, that was, up the boys.
Yeah, there you go. Big dub.
Yeah, felt good.
Yeah.
What did we have to talk about today? Oh, Brooke Lopez. I want to start off with Brooke Lopez.
I
saw the most
That's the hook for the people.
Astounding statistic.
Yeah.
That is amazingly correct. Brooke Lopez, I think it was his first 8 seasons in the NBA.
Yeah.
He shot a total of 14 threes. 8 seasons, less than 2 threes per season. Yeah. He's played full seasons. The guy was healthy most of his career. And since then, the guy puts up like 200 threes a season. He's averaging like 2 or 3 attempts per game.
Easy, yeah.
Yeah. And he's shooting 35, a respectable number for a big man.
Stretches the floor, yeah.
Yeah, which is just I understand, you can just develop that into his game, but what the fuck? The turnover was absolutely astounding. The guy's just could not shoot to save his fuck. It would be like if Shaq just decided I'm going to learn how to dial it in from 26, and and he did.
It's the weirdest thing because I remember when we were younger, the commentary around Brooke Lopez was always he's just like, he's a post scorer. He's going to get you a lot of points, but he's going to give up so many. And he can't, he's horrible defensively and everything. But now it's like, he's just like, they stick him in the corner half the time and he shoots open threes and like all this stuff. And he's like a defensive player of the year candidate. It's just
he's
like,
a great defender.
It's unbelievable how much he's improved. I don't even know what the hell. It's weird. He was putting up obviously better numbers there, but yeah, like I don't even know how you do that. Nobody changes like that quickly.
Yeah, it's incredible. Like I was genuinely quite astounded by how big of a turnaround he had. Yeah, I don't have much else to say in that regard, but
everyone always forgets about Robin Lopez, also a guy.
Yeah, no, well, good with good reason.
Yeah,
same thing with Mason Plumlee.
Yeah, they're the same guy.
They're pretty much the exact same guy, and they're like both pretty equally good.
Yeah,
average. I mean, there's not really anything.
This year Plumlee's probably a little better. He's on the Clippers now.
You just said this year Plumlee's probably that does not help. They're both last name Plumlee.
Oh yeah, no.
Miles and Mason.
Yeah, whichever one's on the Clippers. I can't remember which one.
Mason.
Yeah, I think it was Mason. Yeah,
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mason. I think he's
alright.
I think Miles Plumlee's like overall though who I'd take.
You think?
An all-time Plumlee battle. I'm probably going with.
Okay.
Probably going with Miles over Mason, but like.
I remember they all got drafted the same year. I'm not sure if they were on the same team. So did the Zeller brothers. Those are another pair of like moderately skilled white big men who don't really do anything.
Okay, so there's Cody and who?
Tyler. He doesn't
Tyler's.
matter, though.
I remember Tyler. I haven't heard Tyler Zeller's name in a long time.
Yeah, because I don't think Tyler Zeller is. I don't think he's played in the NBA in a while. But I know Cody just came back from like an injury or something. And he's been on the Heat, and he's just been fucking incredible for like a week. Wow. I just literally right before this podcast, I saw a tweet calling him Cody Zalajuwon.
Oh, that's
because he scored because he hit like 4 hooks in a row in the Heat game tonight.
Really?
Apparently, yeah. I don't know, but yeah, Cody Zeller discussion, everyone.
Man, it's amazing. Yeah, this really must be enticing for people who don't care about the NBA. And even if you do care about the NBA, you probably don't care about Cody Zeller because like even I don't care about Cody Zeller.
No.
Cody Zeller probably doesn't care about Cody Zeller.
No, I don't think so.
Guy's probably really sad. I'm sorry, Cody. But you are. I'm not taking it back. I'm just apologizing.
Valid,
yeah. I had something super unimportant that I was going to say, and now I completely forgot what it was. Still had to do with the NBA. I don't remember. Can't possibly be that Oh, no, yeah. It's amazing how effective a good post hook is.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds weird, but, like, genuinely, like, if you got a good post hook in your bag, it is unguardable. Like,
no, for
quite
sure.
Literally, unguardable without a double. It's crazy.
I saw a discussion around, like, variant of the post hook, but, of course, Kareem's sky hook, which everyone knows so well. Probably the best signature move ever. Like, unstoppable. And it's like, somebody pointed out how, like, nobody fucking does that anymore. Like, nobody even attempted to copy the skyhook. Like, yeah, even though...
It's really tough to do. Like, I've done it, like, when just shooting around for fun, like, trying to, like, learn how to do it, like, just to say, like, I can, like, take a skyhook and not completely fucking miss, but, like, I'm not...
Yeah.
It's really hard. Like, really fucking hard.
And he was just dialed in,
like the first couple skyhook... Or, like, the first couple, like, regular post hooks I took, like, ever as a basketball player... Like, they're not good, because it's, like, your first time ever trying it. But, like, it's easy enough that you can make a couple post hooks. The skyhook, like, you're fucking hitting the side of the backboard. You're just fucking swinging it. It is terrible. It's a hard fucking...
But it's wild. No one even tried to replicate it. I can't think of anybody who, like, tried to add that to their game. Like, I know, like... I saw a thing that LeBron was practicing it recently, but, like, I don't think he's adding that to his bag at age, like, 38.
I doubt it. No, that's... Doesn't seem sustainable.
Yeah, like none of these new bigs coming into the league, like none of them are trying the skyhook, and it's like if you can get it down to any regard, it's like that's an unbelievable tool to have.
It really is, yeah, but I feel like I don't really see a space for it anyways. Not in today's game.
It's crazy. Kareem only developed that because they weren't allowing him to dunk.
And then NCAA, and then that's actually fucking insane to think. I have a very funny video that I have to now bring up because there was a guy who was talking, an NBA 2K13 Roy Hibbert's Dream Shake that he did.
It's a classic video.
Yeah, a very, very good one. Oh god, hold up, it's playing automatically. Let me, hopefully that's plenty visible here.
Eager the ball. And from on here. Shot clock at 6.
Roy Hibbert's in a power forward, dude.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen Roy motherfucking Hibbert hit a dream shake.
NBA 2K, yeah, he's, you know what, he's completely spot on with that as well, and NBA 2K13 was the worst game ever for that.
Mm-hmm.
Probably my favorite 2K of all time.
Yeah, it was amazing.
It was a fantastic one. That was before they made it so you couldn't just, like, straight hit fadeaway, like, running threes, like, constantly. Yeah. So my guy was, like, averaging, like, 75 a game.
Yeah.
He's a menace on the court. But, yeah, like, the idea of Roy Hibbert performing, or idea of any, like, big, lanky, big man like that performing a dream shake, that was really funny to me.
I remember Roy Hibbert, like, the weirdest thing happened with Roy Hibbert in real life, where, like, he was, like, good. I remember he was, like, making all-star teams and stuff, and then he fucking had, like, a playoff series where he averaged, like, 2 points in, like, a 7-game series, and then after that, he was shit.
Yeah, I just never just turned off.
He just shit the bed. Player. It was like a Space Jam moment. Like, they took his talent and that was it.
And it never came back. That's the worst part.
Yeah, 2K13 was broken. Like, I remember
it was, and that's what made it great. Was how broken it was. Like, it was it's an arcade style basketball. Like, it doesn't have to be. It's what I dislike about FIFA now.
Yeah.
They're trying to like the whole like turning FIFA into like realistic football. No offense, but like if I wanted to like fucking sit there for 90 minutes to have like a fucking 1-1 draw.
Yeah.
That's not exciting. Like, I'd rather play like a more arcade style with like, you know, some where you're scoring. It's like what was it FIFA 18? Dries Mertens?
Yeah.
Team of the season card you had? Guy would hit 50-yarders. Like,
easy, yeah.
40, 50 yards out. He's just putting it
crossbody every time.
Crossbody, top fucking bins.
Yeah.
He's beating like 90 rated goalkeepers. But it was like, you know, it was funny. It was fun. It wasn't really fun to play against because he had him and I didn't.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Like, I think that the whole like why aren't sports video games fun online anymore conversation, like, does it come down to just like competitive gaming and things like that?
People try yeah,
because like when we were playing, like when we used to play FIFA, we were religiously into FIFA. We're talking like we'd play every single day after school, like us and a few other friends, and it was like you would just play and have fun. So it's like you'd take a 40-yard long shot or like you do whatever. But then it gets to the point where like if you're not playing like as sweaty as you can, like as, you know, abusing the mechanics and stuff of the game as much as you possibly can, you are going to get destroyed online.
Yeah.
But then that's just not a fun way to play the game, where it's like you're never taking risks, you're never doing fun shit, you're just playing like meta, and it sucks.
Well, and that's why, and because FIFA's also like the EA has developed the game to the point where like it's not sustainable if you want to compete to like have fun and like take you know these long shots, because they've made them like useless, which yes is like realistic, but like that's not fun. Nobody watches
like,
for
the game
that.
isn't
like
fun,
nobody plays. Nobody plays FIFA because they're like, oh, I want to go fucking square it to my fucking like 87 rated player into the fucking within 18 yards to like, no, like nobody's playing FIFA because they want like a perfectly realistic. And if you say you want that, I promise you don't, because that would be the worst video game ever.
And it still doesn't end up being realistic. Whatever meta people are using is bullshit. Like the stupid trigger dribbling and all that. Like. I still play FIFA religiously. The idea that there's even a chance that I would play an online game mode in FIFA other than like pro clubs with the guys is zero. Like absolutely zero. I'm not playing a game of Ultimate Team. Are you kidding me?
Pro clubs is one of the few fun game modes remaining. Well, one of the few fun online game modes. That co-op seasons, I guess, would still be pretty decent.
Yeah, I guess.
I haven't played FIFA in a long time.
Yeah.
Haven't actually played a single FIFA in probably a year.
Yeah.
And it was when we like all went back and played like 17, 18 just with like our old Ultimate Teams for fun.
Yeah.
Against each other. And that's fun because I mean like those are the old games where like the total bullshit is still effective. But like that's what makes it enjoyable. It's complete bullshit. It's not realistic. But who cares? That's why I play a video game. Skate 3 is probably my favorite video game of all time.
Really? Okay.
I guarantee you though, I could not do on a skateboard what you can do in Skate 3.
No, I wouldn't think.
Yeah, you can do quadruple front flips on a skateboard, like 50 feet in the air, and land without shattering into a pile of dust, which in real life, you would die.
Yeah.
But, like, it's a video game. It's fun.
Did they come out with a new Skate game?
Skate 4 was announced 2 years ago, like, to be in development. It is not out yet. There's no, like, official release date still that has been described. But there's been gameplay trailers. Looks fantastic.
Okay, well, that's amazing. Good. Because, like, I feel like that game has just survived. Like, Skate 3 or whatever, like, even, like, the even flow memes and stuff on TikTok, it's like, that game just, like, fuck, like, it will not die. And, like, EA is, like, they need to take advantage of this shit. I mean,
and they finally are with, like, well, Skate 4, it's just called Skate, period. But it's going to be... no, it looks so far like it's going to be great. And the people they actually have working on it, although it's EA, who are, like, the antichrist of video game developers, the people they have working on it seem like it's, like, a passion project. It's something that they actually enjoy. So they're going to keep, like... There's, like, bullshit speed glitches in Skate 3 and stuff.
Yeah, you're not
going to allow you to go, like, super fast.
You're not going to have to do a microtransaction so you can get a skateboard in the game.
I'm sure there will be microtransactions for shit like that. I don't care. Like, I don't give a fuck. That's fine. I'll probably buy certain things if they look fucking cool. But, like, that's what I care more about is just, like, the passion into developing a game like that. And, like, there's a couple bullshit things in Skate 3 that make it better, like I was saying, like speed glitching and stuff like that, where if you do, like, a certain thing, it'll, like, launch your guys super fast, way faster than you're supposed to be able to go. But, like, it makes it so you can do all these super cool tricks. And I think, like, they're planning on adding a way to, like, do that normally now, so you can still have, like, these crazy fucking like tricks and trick lining and stuff that you can do.
Well, cool. Weird.
That's my hope. It seems like it's gonna be good. I'm hoping. Again, I've been disappointed by EA so many times. I feel stupid for even considering the fact that it might not be shit, but, like, I hope so.
You never know, man.
Fingers crossed.
I feel like every once in a while EA's in their bag and they pull something out, so hopefully this is it.
Yeah, I feel like they just know that, like, certain game series like FIFA, Chill, they can put in pretty much no effort, like little to no effort, and just kind of pull the same game with, like, a couple new features that are relatively unimportant and don't actually add anything.
And I'm sad to say, like, they are right. Like, as much as, like, I bitch about EA so much,
until people stop feeding them money for these terrible games, why would they change? Like, as a business, why would they?
Well, yeah, for sure. And, like, I will say, like, they are still, like, 95% of the games I play are EA. Like, I'm mostly playing sports games when I play video games, and it's, like, not playing. To be fair, I don't have, like, the new FIFA or whatever. Like, I'm still playing FIFA 22. I have no reason to, like, why the fuck would I buy FIFA 23? I'm not planning on doing it. Until it's, like, free on EA access.
The only time I'll play FIFA games now is if they're free. I refuse to.
EA Play will give it away, like, probably any day now, honestly, because it's fucking March, so... Then I'll start playing FIFA 23, but...
Yeah, but until then, there's just...
Yeah.
Really just no point.
Pretty much, man.
Yeah, video games are in a pretty sad state.
Yep.
The only way you can enjoy video games is if you play very competitively. It's very few... I mean, or, like, single players. Still quite a few good single-player games out there, but, like, in general, if you're not ready to, like, devote your life to a video game, probably not going to have a lot of fun playing it. Even like games like Valorant and stuff. Yeah, Valorant. Okay, one exception, because I've been playing a crazy amount of Minecraft, and it is still fantastic.
Yeah.
You can do so much in that fucking game, man. It's just endless amounts of fucking shit to do, build. And I thought Microsoft was going to ruin it when they bought it, and they totally did not. They've done a lot of great stuff for that game.
You know what, I feel like I actually read something earlier that Minecraft has seen, like, a huge, like, comeback because of TikTok and, like, the number of people who are using Minecraft as, like, background footage and stuff for, like, Reddit TikToks and things like that. Like, fucking Minecraft's starting to pop again, and it's like I can see it, like,
getting really huge again.
Totally, like, I feel like, but it never died. Like, I don't think Minecraft will ever die. It's still so big.
No, I don't think it ever will. It's just, like, such a fantastic creative game and what you can do with it. And I can understand why people, like, I stopped playing altogether for 2 or 3 years. But you get back into it, and it's just, like, fantastic still. And there's lots of, like, new stuff that, it's kind of a little weird to adjust to.
Yeah.
With a lot of their updates, different types of, like, blocks, different type of mechanics that they've added. But then you get used to it, and it's like, it's all good. Everything has made the game better. Even if you thought you didn't like it at first because you didn't understand it, truly everything is an improvement.
Yeah. You know what's interesting is, like, the competitive gaming scene in Manitoba is actually really interesting.
It is.
And, like, it's thriving. Like, I have a buddy who's number 4 in Manitoba for Smash Bros.
Oh, really?
They do a really good job of, like, tracking this and everything like that. And, like, he's at a tournament every weekend. Like, whether it's in, like, Brandon or Portage La Prairie, Altona, like, there's just tournaments all over the province where, like, they play each other. And, like, it's, like, a really, like, well-maintained network and everything. And it's just, like, an awesome fucking thing. Like, if you're into it, it's unreal.
Smash in particular is probably up there in terms of, like, I'd say one of the best video games of all time, just in terms of its community and its ability to, I don't want to say stay alive, because obviously Smash Ultimate isn't that old, but like Melee, Brawl, all the other Smash games that like still have huge communities of people who play those ones in particular competitively. Like, the community is unbelievable for that. Mm-hmm. Very few video games have like truly good communities anymore.
Yeah. Yes, another one. I had a friend, a journalism student, who actually went and covered a Manitoba pinball tournament that they do every year. It's like a big pinball thing where like all these pinball enthusiasts, they get together and like they all fucking play pinball.
Really?
At like some arcade, and it's like a huge competition, and it's just like it's like the Super Bowl of pinball, basically.
That's sick.
Awesome.
Yeah, I often find myself like, so it's amazing about YouTube is like you get, especially now at this point with people and their like creative integrity, like their ability to like create incredibly well done pieces of content on just like completely random shit that I would totally never assume I'd have any interest in, and I'll find myself watching like 6 hours worth of fucking content on like the most obscure thing that I never thought I'd be interested in, and I'll probably never watch again, but like those 6 hours are like, that is super fucking cool.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, just like random things that like there's a huge community of people, maybe not a huge community, a very dedicated small community of people, and you know that's the thing they love, and it's like super cool to kind of like see into what it is that they're interested in, and like how well maintained and how great these communities are.
Yeah,
it's kind of wild.
No, absolutely.
This is not relevant to any of our talking points, and is gonna very much. Do you work tomorrow?
I do not. I'm off all weekend.
Fuck, I do.
That sucks, though.
Yeah.
Do you work Tuesday?
I don't think so. No, I have
till
Wednesday off.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, do you work Friday?
I don't even know. I don't know that far ahead of my own schedule.
Tuesday is sign night at the joint place that we work, and it fucking sucks.
Sucks really bad. Yeah.
Especially last week we both had an existential crisis. It was fucking horrible.
I was ready to drive off a bridge on the drive home there.
I was rethinking life. I was sitting there like I was just like, yeah, it was fucking brutal. But yeah, whatever. You know what we always have to cover? We always have to talk Bomber news, CFL free agency. Honestly, CFL free agency in general, it's like pretty much wrapped up now. It's like I'm pretty sure all the big pieces are off the board now. It's kind of just like we're just picking away, like, you know, college players who went undrafted and shit like that. Yeah. NFL draft's coming up too, so like there's gonna be a whole bunch of guys who go undrafted who we're gonna nab.
Yeah,
for sure. As per, such as Dalton Schoen last year. God bless you, 32 NFL franchises, beautiful human beings.
Yeah, exactly. Thank God you didn't pick him,
and thank God he didn't sign him again. Absolute fucking morons.
Honestly,
nobody.
He received astounded by that.
That was the thing that came out. He received 0 calls for a workout in the NFL. And it's like, okay, this kid's like 23 years old, rookie, and he led the second best football league. And anybody, if there's by any chance, any Americans watching who think that any of your spring leagues can touch the CFL, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, absolutely no question. The quality of football is...
The CFL is the second best football league in the world, and in terms of player ability, is a lot better than the NFL in terms of entertainment, but that's another topic. But yeah, like, this guy leads the CFL in receiving yards in his rookie season and gets 0 calls from the NFL. Cheers. But
yeah, it's astounding.
Fucking insane. Like, he is so good. Like, there's no way he isn't good enough to be on an NFL roster.
Yeah, I can't see a world in which he isn't at least like a semi-valuable piece. Like, yeah, okay, maybe he doesn't start or anything for you, but like, just like not even an option, not even a guy you're putting on your practice roster.
Like, let's see how good this guy is.
Yeah.
But cheers.
Astounding to me.
But yeah, okay, so overall, what are your thoughts on the Bombers' off-season?
I'm a big fan. I'm going to interrupt the start of this conversation. Weirdly enough, pass me the White Claws, both of them, please.
Yeah.
It's become kind of a running joke. It seems like seemingly we kill 2 of these every single time.
I'll kill one enough.
Yeah, let's finish this off. I'm not looking forward to this.
No, I mean...
No, I'm not really. They're the most average alcoholic beverage I've ever drank. But just to say that we finished these, I'm going to have one as well. Do you want some ice for it?
I mean, no, I don't really care. It's fine. Like it's just fine.
It's just average.
Like
the people who go crazy over these, I don't get it. Maybe I'm not drinking the right flavor. Maybe watermelons, not the one, but
man,
the people who go insane over this, it's it is the most average.
To me, it just tastes like you just slightly flavored some water, and I just have that. It's like.
And to be fair, yeah, I mean, if it's all about the fact you can't taste any alcohol in it, you really can't.
No,
but it's also 5%. Yeah, 5%.
Yeah, no, this is like you're already drunk at an event or whatever. You check the fridge, that's what's there. You ask the host, they go, yeah, no problem. Then you pound one of these, and it's like, you're not happy about it, but you don't care. It's what you'll take.
Probably, yeah, you didn't pay for it, so you're not going to complain. So.
The smell is just not great either.
No, it's barely even watermelon, scented. I don't know. It smells fruity, but not watermelon flavored or scented at all.
It's just not good. It's just not good overall.
You switched up your opinion there from just average.
It's just tasteless to no, it's not tasteless, or it is tasteless, but the aftertaste is just mediocre to bad.
Yeah, it's not great. You get probably in the 5 seconds of taste you get out of a sip of one of these, maybe 2 seconds are watermelon.
Yeah,
and even that it's mild.
I want to try a cherry. My hot take, I think cherries themselves are okay. But yet, cherry flavored stuff is always the best out of the fruit flavored stuff.
Yeah,
that's a hot take I have.
Yeah, cherry flavored, pretty much anything is fantastic.
Cherries themselves, they're fine.
Yeah,
not bad.
I'm a pretty big cherry enjoyer. Cherry and I can eat cherries just on their own.
What's the best fruit that you have? What's your favorite fruit?
My favorite fruit. Are we going botanically? Can I count any seeded? Because then my answer might be kind of weird. I fuck with cucumbers, really. Are we talking because a cucumber, we're considering fruits, culinary wise, would be a vegetable.
Yeah, let's just go fruits, vegetables, whatever. Shit that grows out of the ground or
a tree or whatever.
Trees and shit. Yeah. All fair game.
I know with a standard fruit, a traditional fruit though. My really boring answer, honestly, might be I'd probably be cherries, actually.
Yeah, okay.
I really fuck with cherries, and weirdly
cherries are good.
Watermelon, regular watermelon, is good. I love regular watermelon. Yeah. My slightly weird answer, pomegranate.
Okay.
Pomegranate.
That's valid.
Pomegranate flavored things, also very good. Yeah.
I think that cherries are alright. I like them. Watermelons are very hit and miss. You get a watermelon, it's either fucking incredible or it's just mid and you don't even want to eat it.
Yeah,
but most of the time, a good watermelon, it's S tier. My answer overall is strawberries, I think. Strawberries and cucumbers.
Strawberries are fantastic, yeah.
But yeah, there's a place...
you have to have a perfectly ripe strawberry, though, at the same time.
Well, that's the thing, yeah.
Because they're so bitter if they're not.
Strawberries, I barely eat strawberries simply because last summer I experienced what a naturally grown strawberry tastes like at Boonstra Farms, by the way. Can't recommend it enough for the 100% of our audience that's from Winnipeg, Manitoba. Boonstra Farms. Ever since I went there, me and my girlfriend went there, we paid for a basket. So in theory, you're supposed to fill up a basket. We ate easily 3 baskets worth of strawberries.
You just ate most of them while you were there.
Yeah. Oh my god. Because you will never have a strawberry this good. And since then, it's genuinely, I used to buy strawberries regularly. I cannot. Because it's shit compared to what I had from Boonstra. It's so good.
Well, they sell their strawberries, but you have to go to get them from...
Natural strawberries are just unbelievable.
Yeah, I've never been there, but this summer I'm gonna have to go. Yeah, definitely. So
it's so good.
Yeah, no, strawberry. That's a good answer. Strawberries are good.
But cucumbers are great.
Cucumbers are fantastic. I had some cucumbers
best
earlier
vegetable
today.
Other than potatoes don't fucking count because fries and shit are obviously better than cucumbers. But just straight up cucumbers.
I'm not counting what you can do with a potato because a potato is the most versatile. Yeah. A potato is the most versatile food.
Hash browns are slept on, I feel.
A good shredded hash brown, from a breakfast place.
Yeah.
Probably one of my favorite foods.
Just shreddeds are can't miss. The right cubed hash brown is S tier.
Amazing. Perkins, rest in peace, Perkins. Had some great cubed hash browns.
Grassmere Diner.
I haven't been. It used to be shit, and I haven't been there since it became good.
It is not only good; it's the cheapest breakfast you can go get. It's so cheap. Me and my girl will go there. And it's like the two of our meals together are like $22 plus tip.
That is a very good price.
Fucking insane. Like my breakfast is $9.95. I know this because like I literally just went like a week ago. And it's like, yeah, you get fucking eggs, bacon, hash browns, toast. Like, it's fucking unreal. And the hash browns, best hash browns.
They're perfect, yeah.
Oh, they're perfect. They're cubed. And they're amazing. You just need a little bit of salt, but they're fucking phenomenal. I just became a hash brown man in this last like year or so. Like, I always liked them, but man, I've really started to appreciate them. S tier.
And they're very similar to hash browns, but you know what food I fuck with hard?
What?
Potato pancakes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's basically just like a hash brown in like a pancake kind of shape, but like good potato pancakes, yeah, they're fucking solid.
Are you a tater tot man by any chance? Yeah. Yes.
This is such a funny are you a tater tot man?
I don't know.
Yeah, I fuck with a good tater tot. Like, okay, like Taco Time is really good. Like their Mexi fries with like their tater tots and stuff, they're great. I mean, they kind of just taste like you're just eating like a really good hash brown or fry, but like amazing. Yeah, a good one. Yeah, I fuck with.
There used to be a Taco Time on Main, like by like where the Sobeys is, like in the like in Riverbendish area.
And God, I remember that.
Yeah, it's not there anymore.
Long time ago.
The owner there, I was friends with her daughter in high school. The owner's hot as fuck.
Oh, really?
Super.
Wait, the owner is, or the owner?
Oh, she was. Yeah, they sold the place, but the owner, who used to own Taco Del Mar, absolute.
Oh, the Taco Del Mar. I think you're talking about Taco.
Oh, sorry, no, Taco Time or whatever the fuck it was.
It was a Taco Del Mar.
Taco Del Mar, yeah.
Yes.
Whoever, it's not there anymore, but whoever owned that woman was a missile.
Oh yeah.
Fun fact, yeah.
Yeah, that's valid.
Yeah, I don't know. I just want to say that.
Is that Subway still there?
Yeah, Subway's still there.
Yeah. People shit on Subway all the time. I still fuck with Subway. I still like Subway.
Yeah.
I understand what people say about like the quality of Subway in terms of the quality of the. But like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep it 100% honest with you. I don't fucking care.
Right, and the company's bullshit too, but as a food standpoint, it's a different thing, yeah.
Yeah.
They treat their franchisees like shit, but we're talking about food, yeah.
Yeah, and like, you know what? It may be fucking, like, terrible food, but it tastes good, and it's still definitely way better for you than a lot of other fast food options.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Like, okay, I know.
So, like, yes, I fuck with Subway still.
All that shit that, like, oh, like Subway's bread, like they can't legally call it bread or whatever, and all that stuff. It's like, okay, I guarantee you that's better than like you go crush a double cheeseburger at McDonald's. I guarantee you the sub is healthier for you.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Fucking way, like, and that's fine, but
and they're comparable in terms of my enjoyment of the product, actually, which is weird because like Subway is like, I enjoy like a good sub from Subway as much as I enjoy like a meal from like a burger place, which like objectively I'd say like I like
that's
burgers.
That's a big take.
It is, yeah, but like a good like solid like a chicken bacon ranch. I mean that's basically like you might as well fucking eat a, you know, like a quarter pounder from McDonald's at that point. But like, I as good, like they're fantastic. I fuck with a really good sandwich. I'm a big Clubhouse guy. A good club sandwich. My girlfriend will laugh at that because like I eat club sandwiches. Like if there's a good club sandwich as an option like anywhere, it's probably what I'm gonna eat because I really fuck with them. Okay,
that's a valid take. I have nothing bad to say about that.
Yeah.
Do you have like a burger place you like? I don't know how often you get burgers in the city, but like I'm a regular burger consumer and I have some takes about some places.
Yeah, well, like, so are we talking like fast food? Or are you talking like a place where you have to like go get something?
I'm thinking a legit place. Yeah, like McDonald's burgers are great, obviously. Whatever, like, Wendy's, but no, like
not counting them.
We're talking like if you go to like fucking Superboys or something.
Yeah,
that kind of restaurant as well.
Even though it's still essentially fast food, say Junior's is great.
Oh yeah,
Junior's is great. Like it still definitely is fast food. Like you could totally classify it, but like I wouldn't. It's not as big as like Junior's. Fantastic though with like chili and shit like, and it's like dirt cheap. George's is great.
S tier, yeah.
So fucking cheap, like dirt cheap. I would order it. I'd order it to work all the time because like it's like there's one just down the street.
Yeah, you know,
and it's fantastic.
Yeah, you know, Winnipeg has an underrated aspect of Winnipeg is the burger places, like the Greek style burger places. Like that's what it is, and there's so many good ones. Like there's all kinds of like pretty much every area in the city. Actually, literally, there's a drive-in where you can go get an S tier burger, an S tier milkshake.
Yeah.
And a place I just discovered like is Zach's Drive-In on Henderson.
I've never been there, but I've heard of it.
On best fries, but the burgers are fucking great. Main Street, the burger place on Main, unbelievable. Same thing.
Oh, really?
Portage. Oh my god,
never
it's
tried it yet.
Real close to us, man. It is unbelievable. It's so good.
That's fantastic. That's good to hear.
If you're craving a burger, you go there.
I'm glad. Yeah, I've never tried it because it used to be, whatever the fuck the name of it was, the Easy fucking something.
Yeah, Eye Opener Diner.
Eye Opener Diner. Yeah, that place like never had any. I'm amazed it lived as long as it did.
You know what? That place was like the food was okay until they became a vegan place, and I was like, okay, you guys, your entire thing is that you are a truck stop location.
Yeah, you think
there's a lot of vegan food is
truckers?
It ain't your target audience.
No, yeah, that was probably one of the worst business decisions I've ever heard of then, because that's fucking becoming a vegan place. It's one of the things I hate about the U of W, by the way.
Okay, yeah, fuck.
The U of W has some of the worst food options I've ever seen. I'm sorry. And actually, this will segue me beautifully into, however, if you go to the other side of Portage, there's some very good options. Stella's goes so hard.
Of course,
yeah. I mean, Stella's is super expensive.
Goes without saying, yeah.
Stella's is amazing.
Winnipeg staple.
There's a Subway there. Obviously, we already discussed Subway. I do like Subway. Me and Ashton will go to one of these places. Usually, the place we go to though, Fresh Slice.
Oh, my
Fresh Slice is fucking amazing, and it goes so hard. It's like $2.75 for a slice of like one of their classic pizzas.
Oh,
$3.25 for some of like the kind of more fancier one. They have a butter chicken pizza there. It's amazing,
dude. Their pizza's fucking great.
It genuinely is, even though it's sitting there. It always genuinely does taste. It sounds funny, but like very fresh, very like it's just out of the oven. It's very fucking good.
The first time I went there, I was about to go cover a basketball game, a U of W basketball game, and I was shitting myself. Like I was really nervous to cover this game because I was at the media table and all that stuff. And I went in there, and the pizza was so good that I literally, like, morale went up. Like, I felt better going into the thing because it was so elite.
People that work there are super nice, too.
Oh, they're great, yeah. Staff are great, and just the presentation of the restaurant is just fucking awesome. Can't say enough about it.
It's a great place. And weirdly enough, their hot sauce, we always thought it was, like, something, like, super special or something hard to find. It was just Frank's, but like I swear every other time I've had Frank's, it's never tasted as good as from this place. I don't know why it is, but it's good. And I've started to fuck with Parmesan on some pizza too.
Parmesan, I feel like Parmesan cheese that's a slippery slope.
It's so weird. It can be elite. It's amazing on some things. It's fucking terrible. It also depends very heavily on the parm you get.
Mm-hmm.
Like how much are they cheaping out? Like if you get that garbage like grated or like very powdery shit, it's fucking terrible. Just like the worst thing you've ever tasted.
Bad, yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather somebody piss in my mouth than I would have some of that garbage.
I'm telling you, you're getting that for free with this because the more I drink it, the more I'm just like.
I'm very glad. I'm almost. You can't really. Very glad I'm getting close to done. I'm over halfway.
I'm like here.
I'm looking forward to my next sangria. This is exciting me for the next beverage I drink.
Yeah,
that is the best thing I can say about a White Claw.
I'm just yearning for the rest of my Corona.
It makes me excited to know that there's other alcohol I'm about to consume that's not a White Claw.
Yeah, for 100 calories, it's not worth it.
No.
Go drink 240 calories of something that's good.
Because you will definitely get more than 2.4 times the enjoyment
per
calorie.
No question.
The enjoyment value
This stinks. This fucking stinks. White Claw's ass. Like
saying something stinks is really. It's quite funny.
It's funny every time. Yeah. Like, whenever I say it, it gets a reaction.
It's very childish, but very funny at the same time.
You know what I said recently when I was disappointed about something? I went blast.
Blast. Yeah, that's a good one too. Yeah.
There's a lot of classic words that I feel like are making a comeback, and like I'm all about them. Like tomfoolery.
Tomfoolery is a good one.
It's a good word.
Yeah.
Okay, Burger Place is like, Burger Place is great. Superboys is great. Juniors, you can't miss it. But yeah, like Winnipeg just has great Greek burger joints, and like I feel like it's something that we fucking take for granted here because like for almost like in every area in the city, you're within 5 minutes of a place where you can go spend $15 and get a burger and fries that is just elite.
Just fantastic.
We're privileged here in Winnipeg.
$15 sounds like a lot, and it kind of still is for money you make, but it's not nearly as bad as a lot of other places.
No, yeah, but it's like I don't know, if you're for whatever reason, you're willing to spend $15 on one particular night and you just want a good burger, fuck, there's so many places to get one in Winnipeg.
Five Guys is fantastic.
The new Five Guys opening in our area. Yeah. I can't fucking wait. Five Guys burgers are good too.
They are. They're very good. More than anything, I think the fact that the quantity of the fries that they give you makes up for the price difference. Same thing with, actually, and Junior's does the same thing, even though they're much cheaper. They'll give you like 30 pounds worth of fries, and they're good fries too.
Five Guys is fucking expensive, but the fries are they're elite, and you get a lot.
Yeah, like you're buying food for one person, you're paying like 20 fucking bucks at Five Guys, 100%. But it's like the food is so good, it almost feels like it's worth it. Like deep down it's not.
Yeah.
Because you could get like something from like McDonald's where it's like, okay, it still tastes it's still really good. It's probably half the price.
Yeah, I think we already had a McDonald's discussion on this podcast, but again, like, everyone sleeps on McDonald's despite it being the number one fucking fast food restaurant by a country mile on the planet. Well, that's the thing. Like, everyone sleeps on it.
Yeah, I don't even think people are like sleeping. They just refuse to accept. Like, they don't want to. They feel like ashamed to publicly admit that they eat there or that like it's good. Yeah. Because like it is. It wouldn't be this popular. It wouldn't make so much fucking money. If it was like didn't taste good. And yeah, you feel probably terrible about yourself most of the times you eat there.
Yeah.
That's fair. So do I.
Yeah.
I'm not ashamed to admit it. But like it's still the most popular for a reason. So everybody, like with a couple exceptions, everybody goes there.
Yeah. Like we did a thing in one of my classes recently where the teacher asked, like it was like an icebreaker for the new semester. And they asked every single person in the class, like say like your name and your favorite fast food place. And nobody said McDonald's, and I was just like, hey, if you look at the fucking numbers, like 10 of you are fucking lying. Like, because like this place, like McDonald's' numbers compared to everyone else, they blow everyone else out of the water. It is some of your favorite places, and fuck you.
I'll give you.
It's not, like maybe it's not, but like.
No, that's the thing. I'll give you like, I understand what you're saying, but like maybe. What they mean by, like, is it your favorite place? Because, like, I'm not going to say McDonald's is my favorite fast. Like, if you just told me you can order a meal from whatever fast food place you want, it's not going to be McDonald's.
Yeah.
There's no fucking way.
But I bet you spend more money there than any other fast food place.
Probably, yeah. Like, in terms of value. If they say, Tim's probably still number one. If they say, like, what is your number one? Like, where's the place you go for fast food the most?
Yeah.
Probably most people would... Like, if they were being honest, would say McDonald's. Yeah, but, like, their favorite place, I don't blame them if they don't say McDonald's.
No, like, Wendy's is probably my favorite fast food place. Yeah. But in terms of, like, where do I spend the most money on fast food? Fuck. It's not even close. It's McDonald's and then, like, a massive gap than anyone else.
A McDonald's hash brown might be the hardest food of all time.
Oh, my God.
They're in their fucking bag when they're making those bitches, dude.
Yeah, they're phenomenal. They're expensive, too. Like
they are now.
It's like $2 for a fucking hash brown.
Yeah, there's just not enough food to justify. But, like, you get a good meal. McDonald's rewards. They are genuinely pretty, like, they're decent value.
Who is your favorite rewards program? Because 7-Eleven rewards are great, too.
Oh, really? I don't even, like, I think I have a rewards, like, membership thing with 7-Eleven, but I just never use it anymore.
Yeah.
I'd probably say McDonald's, honestly.
It might be,
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah, your points rack up quick at Don's.
Worst one is definitely Tim's. Fucking hate Tim's. My God. No matter how much money you spend at Tim Hortons, you get 10 points for every single...
Yeah,
and it's like 150 to get like an ice cap. So you guys go there 15 times in order to get like fucking enough for an ice cap. And like if you go there, like say you go there regularly for breakfast, like every, say second day, spending probably like $35 at Tim's every week. But like for them, it's going to take you 5 weeks to get a $4 beverage, despite the fact you've spent like well over $400 there.
You know what?
Like you're spending so much fucking money to get nothing in return. Like they might as well just kick you in the fucking head and call that your reward.
Yeah, you know what? I go to Red River, the downtown campus, where the only food option is Tim Hortons. And so like even though I always bring my lunch or whatever, like you end up at Tim Hortons every once in a while, a good amount of time.
Yeah.
And like people go there fucking all the time, yeah. But it's like, you just realize, like, you never feel satisfied with it. Where it's like, yeah, okay, like, that food is decent, but you just feel like you got fucked every time. Like, I just never feel like I've gone to Tim's at Red River College Polytechnic and thought, like, man, I just really got my money's worth, and this was just fucking great.
The only time I do, because I do feel like I have, the only thing that I feel as though I'm gonna maybe finish pouring this before I keep talking. It's loud as fuck.
Yeah.
The only time I feel as though I've ever gotten my money's worth at Tim Hortons is just for their iced coffees alone. Because like $2.78 for a large iced coffee. I know how much it is with tax. Man. $2.78 for a large iced coffee.
Not bad, man.
Not terrible. It's bad coffee. It's not good. But it like if you put a cream and a sugar in it, it tastes okay enough that like I can consider a coffee. Don't get me wrong, like an espresso or something, which we have here, like shit's on it. But
do you drink like one a day? Because like I see you, like every time we work together, you always have a nice coffee.
Yeah, like I'll usually. Okay, here's my problem. So like I 100% am completely willing to come clean. I have a caffeine addiction. No fucking question. It's valid, bad too.
Valid,
like,
yeah.
I've limited myself slightly. I'll give myself a little bit of credit for that.
Yeah.
But like most days, especially if I'm going to like university, like for my like 8:30 class, where it's like that's a tough one to wake up for. Yeah. I'll usually like stop at fucking Co-op or something. I'll usually fill up with gas because like Tuesday and Thursday I go for the 8 a.m. So it's like good to make sure I'm like gives me the entire week's worth of gas.
Right.
So I'll get gas
valid, yeah.
and then I'll get like a Red Bull. A Red Bull. A Monster Pipeline Punch. Fucks.
Well, Monster's hard. Yeah.
Monster in general is quite good. The regular one's not like a huge... I think I've just had too many. Their Pipeline Punch is, I think, their best flavor, though. Rockstar Black Cherry and Fruit Punch. Go crazy. But, yeah, I'll usually get those, fill up the gas, get like an energy drink of some sort. And then usually I'll probably end up working in the evening as well, so I'll... Yeah, usually go get like a nice coffee or something. Yeah. Like I make sure I never have like 2 energy drinks in a day because like I know you're not supposed to anyways. Realistically, I shouldn't drink energy drinks at all because I know they're fucking terrible for you. But like, I'll limit myself. Most days, I'd say it's like a coffee. One coffee, pretty much every day. Yeah.
You know what? It's interesting. Like on the topic of energy drinks, like I listen to like the Stuff You Should Know podcast. Which is a phenomenal podcast. They did a really good episode about energy drinks, and you watch the thing or you listen to it rather, and yeah, it's not great for you, but like it's not measurably worse than like what most of us are doing regularly when it comes to like with soda and things like that. It's really not that much worse. And then on top of that, like there is science that really does show like if you haven't slept enough and you drink an energy drink, it actually really does kickstart your brain. Yeah. And, like, it does help. So, like, yeah, no, of course it's not great for you. But, like, it's not as bad as, like, most people generally think it is, where you're just drinking, like, fucking liquid cancer. Like, that is not the case.
It's astounding to see the exaggerations, like, in the...
Oh, yeah.
The amount people will exaggerate certain things on the internet, especially, just to get their point across. And, like, usually what they're saying has a bit of truth behind it. But yeah, it's fucking amazing. Like some people who are like, "Oh, this is 100%. Like you're gonna die if you do this once." And it's like, then you look actually into it. And it's like, okay, it's not that bad for you.
Yeah,
like you shouldn't probably do it consistently, whatever it might be.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just amazing how most people just take it at face value because it's just universally believed energy drinks are super terrible for you. But like, yeah, in some cases they're, obviously they'll never be good for you.
Yeah.
We know that, but like. Not nearly as bad as a lot of people would probably have you believe.
I will say, like, when I was younger, I feared the idea of addiction so much. Like, being addicted to anything was a terrifying prospect to me.
Yeah.
But as you get older, you realize, like, you're addicted to tons of shit. That's just the way life is. Like 100%. You said about your caffeine addiction, like, absolutely. Like, you know what's, like, a small thing I'm addicted to? Like, sunflower seeds. If I have sunflower seeds, I'm eating them. Like, I can't stop eating them. Like, I cannot close the bag and put them away. Like, it's
just not gonna
happen. I'm just gonna keep fucking eating them. But yeah, I had my first energy drink the day before I started college earlier this year, and I've had one every day that I've had a class. Not on the weekends, but every day that I've started a class since then. And like, yeah, it's not fucking good for you. But like, you know what? I get the sugar free. It's still not good for you, but nonetheless, whatever. And you know what? For an 8 a.m. class, I can function and I feel awake in class.
That's good enough for me. That's a trade-off.
Good enough, baby.
Yeah, I'll start drinking exclusively coffee when I go into my 9 to 5 or something.
Yeah.
Because then at that point, sure, who fucking cares? But until then, yeah, good energy drink. You know what energy drink you probably don't drink? 2 of them.
Yeah.
That both go pretty hard. NOS.
I've heard of that.
You should try it. It's quite good, actually. Because these are ones that I'm finding in the vending machines at the U of W, which also suck in terms of their quality. U of W is fucking terrible for food and drink. The only good thing is Dash Cafe.
We could talk so much about fucking garbanzos being gone in the U of W.
And the Starbucks. There used to be a Starbucks there. Those were the only two things. We'll get into glue holding that fucking place together.
Do your point, and then we're getting into fucking U of W food, because I haven't been there for 2 years, and I'm furious about it. I'll keep talking about it.
And we'll also kind of talk about how crazy it is that you and me swapped places of education.
We did,
much after. But yeah. We'll start energy drinks. Yeah, so NOS.
Cheers, everyone. Yep.
And Full Throttle.
Yeah.
You should try. It's very like citrusy. It's really good. I had it pretty much every day before my info systems class last semester. Shout out to Ashton. He's the one guy I still regularly talk to from that class. Pierce, a couple guys, very cool guys. Yeah, Ashton's a fucking beauty though. Fuck with that guy hard. But yeah, Full Throttle is very good. Would recommend. Like one of my favorite probably drinks. It's just kind of hard to find places, and like it's never really feels like my first choice, even though like every time I have it, it's great. I love it.
What is your first choice?
I think that's the thing. Like, it's weird. Okay, I've always had such a weird thing with Red Bull where, like, it tastes like you're drinking battery acid, but, like, it's really good at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why I love the taste of it, even though, like, when I drink it, I'm like, this doesn't taste good. But, like, some part of my brain is like, this is the greatest thing you've ever drank. Keep drinking it, like, to some excess. Like, drink as much of it as you can. It's like, I know I don't really like I don't really like the taste, but, like, at the same time, I like love it. It's the weirdest middle ground. So I don't think Red Bull's number one though. I think Rockstar Fruit Punch is number one. Yep. Rockstar Fruit Punch is amazing. Always very good.
Yeah.
Doesn't even really taste like an energy drink, which is almost concerning because it just tastes kind of like a slightly carbonated juice.
To me, it tastes exactly like the red Kool-Aid.
Yeah, very
much. It's textbook copy and paste that flavor.
Yeah, it's very, very good for that reason. I'd say
which is also the best Kool-Aid hot take.
Is my number one. I'm gonna go ahead and put the Black Cherry Rockstar as my number two.
Okay.
It tastes a lot like Dr. Pepper, but like it's very much I have to be kind of in the mood for it, but it's like it's really good if I do. Probably put like it and Red Bull on the same tier. Okay. I'm gonna put 3 on the exact like the number 2 tier. That Red Bull and Pipeline Punch Monster are amazing.
Yeah, you do your tiers, then I'll do my tiers.
Full Throttle is like 1 below it because it's amazing, and then like every other energy drink, there's really no like bad energy. There's one bad energy drink. It's the fucking coffee, like the Monster Java shit. Tastes terrible, and I'm gonna consider it an energy drink. Like the Starbucks double and triple shot. Tastes fucking terrible.
Yeah.
They don't taste like coffee, and they don't taste like an energy drink. It just tastes like fucking piss.
Yeah, it does.
I've never drank piss, but I'm going to assume that it's probably roughly what it tastes like, because it's bad, and I'm assuming I'm not going to enjoy the taste of human urine.
You know what I'll say is, like, I don't enjoy... Sorry, that's hilarious.
It's just an assumption. I mean, like, I can't quantify it until I've tried it, but, like, I'm never probably going to, so...
Okay, I'm not a coffee man. I had... a sip. My buddy in class the other day offered me a sip of the Monster coffee flavor. To me, tastes like coffee. Tastes exactly like coffee for me. Like, I didn't like it because I don't like coffee. But, like, to me, I thought they did a damn good job of recreating the coffee taste.
Yeah, I personally just do not agree at all. Yeah, I like good coffee. I even like kind of shit coffee. Honestly, like, I don't really give a fuck that much. Actually, we used to have Mother Parker's coffee here, which is what McDonald's uses. Yeah. I still have it, and it's very good. It's fantastic, actually. So I like a good coffee with a bit of cream and sugar, nothing crazy. Like people who drink triple, like you're not drinking coffee. Just give up at that point. Just drink like an energy drink.
Just do Coke.
Yeah, exactly.
Same shit, man.
Yeah, like a triple coffee or something. Like you're just drinking like cream and sugar. You might as well just put cream and sugar in there, and then like fucking get like some really concentrated caffeine or something to put in there.
Fuck.
But yeah, I just find Monster Java is just like. Something's very off about it.
That's fair.
Something's very, very off. It's just like not right. And I don't really know what it is, but for me it just doesn't taste like any coffee I've ever had, and I don't like it.
That's fair. Okay, yeah. So my energy drink tier list was like I started off on like with Red Bull, like everybody else did, because it gives you wings, all that shit. You see the commercials. That's what you want.
I fly to school usually.
Yeah, like you want to try the Red Bull. Red Bull is what everybody thinks. They have the market, like S tier marketing on their end.
Yeah.
All that stuff. So tried Red Bull. I like it. Then I started drinking the Monster, the original Monster, and that's what I drank my entire first semester at Red River. That was what I was getting in the morning. It's fucking S tier. It's amazing. The classic Monster.
It's great.
It's phenomenal.
I'm personally bored of it, but like
that's fair.
I get why. Like, it's the one thing we sell at our workplace. That and the zero sugar version. I much prefer it to the zero sugar version. Right. So I still love it. Like, it's still great. If I'm buying one, I'm not gonna be upset that I'm drinking it.
Right. Yeah.
I'm just kind of tired. Like, if there's options, I'll usually pick something else.
That's fair.
Go ahead.
That's fair. And then so then after, like, I went to Costco one day. That's where I was getting them because I moved out of my mom's house. Got to do my own grocery shopping, all that shit. I go to Costco a lot because it's cost efficient as fuck. I'm at Costco with the wife and the girlfriend, but you know, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm at Costco with the wife, and they don't have any of the fucking original. I was like, shit. But you know, like.
Do you know? I'm going to interrupt you slightly. Do you
know
ahead. Roughly how much per can it is at Costco? Like roughly the price per can. Like, is it way better, like pricing wise?
See, I'm not smart enough to do the math, but I'll tell you because it's
how much is it
there's
per?
24 cans, and it's $40.
Yeah, so you're paying less than $2 per
can. Yeah, it's a good
better
deal.
Than even like.
Even
it sounds bad. We'll dollar store like drinks are like $2, dude. Oh, I'm gonna my own tier list. Amp
is fire.
Fucking fantastic because it's $1.50.
Great, yeah.
And like it's not the best. It tastes a little bit worse than most energy drinks, but like it's a good citrus flavored. I use only the green
does the
one,
job
the
too.
Citrus one.
Yeah, the green light's
it fucking
red's fire too.
It hits you hard.
Yep.
It's dirt cheap at the dollar store. It's the cheapest energy drink.
Yep.
I have no complaints about it.
It's good.
I can only say good things. I know it's a little worse than the rest, but like you're getting what you pay for, and the value is fucking fantastic.
That's fair.
Continue though.
Okay, so yeah, like I'm there, and they didn't have the regular Monster, so I was like, fuck. So, but they did have the sugar-free, and it was the same deal, and so I was like, okay. So I got the sugar-free ones, and for anybody who knows me in real life, I'm very much a big calorie guy. I used to be a fucking ogre. And,
so did I, though.
And I've lost
cheers to that.
Yeah, cheers, man. Good for us.
Cheers to being ogres at one point.
Good for us, yeah. I used to be a massive fucking guy. I lost a ton of weight from counting calories. So, like, even though I don't necessarily, like, I'm not hardcore with my calories anymore, I'm still, like, aware of them, I guess. And the Monster No Sugar has, like, 10 calories for a big can. And versus, like, 240 for a regular. So I was like, okay, fuck, I'm going to try this out. I try it out. I love it. I really love the No Sugar Monster. I think it's elite. I really love it until, like, every once in a while I'll have a regular Monster and I'm just like, fuck, it's so good. But I do love the no sugar, and like if I'm just drinking it consistently, like I don't, you know, it's a very different taste, but I still really enjoy it. So
it's
that's
like
good.
It's quite literally like a different flavor as well. That's my only problem is I find like personally for my liking, it's a little too like I don't know, it's a bit too bitter.
That's fair.
Like, and that's what the sugar's missing, I guess. Right? It's like if you made like tomato soup without sugar.
I don't think it's the biggest. Like, no, it's not as good as the original Monster, but like,
it's I drink good. It. Yeah, I still like it.
That's my main, and because like, yeah, you just get them at Costco, and they're not a ton of calories, and they're just good. Then, but yeah, no, I agree with you that in terms of taste, the Rockstar Fruit Punch is the best. I recently had yesterday. I recently ran out of Costco Monsters, and I don't have enough money to go back to Costco until I get paid. So, my girlfriend's a Dollarama. I asked her to pick me up a few Monsters to get through the week. There's no Monsters there, so she went with the Rockstars, and I told her the Fruit Punch. They didn't have the regulars, so she went with the sugar-free Fruit Punch.
Yeah,
it is identical.
Really?
I cannot fucking tell a difference between the regular and the sugar-free. And sugar-free, I feel products in general have made a huge step forward in the last like year or so. The last few years, it used to be like, you have this great version of something, then you have the sugar-free, which is fucking undrinkable shit.
Yeah, straight waste.
But just waste.
Just foul.
But no, like I feel like sugar-free products have gotten a lot better to where like, yeah, the sugar-free Rockstar Fruit Punch is an S tier energy drink. It's fucking great.
That's great. That's good to hear. Yeah,
it's really good. Like, it's worth a shot, man. Like, I don't think like Definitely. You might tell a drop off with the regular, but I don't really see much.
If it's not a big deal, like I don't really care. Most of the reason why I'm drinking an energy drink, anyways, I mean it's not for the flavor. Like I'm glad that they still can taste good, but it's like if I have an 8 a.m. class and I'm about to go to a lunchtime practice or something at coaching and like I didn't get a coffee in the morning, I didn't get an energy drink in the morning, which usually I will, but sometimes if I have those lunchtime practices, I'll just save it and I'll get one before the practice. That's when I'm getting it, because I'm getting it because I'm like groggy.
Yeah.
I'm going to be in a shit mood.
Right, you're fucking
if
tired. If
I don't, you're tired as fuck. It's probably unsafe realistically for me to be driving around that tired. That's when I'll get it. And like I'm glad it still tastes good, but like if I wanted to taste like something I'll enjoy that, you know, like doesn't give me a crazy amount of energy, I'll just go buy like a fucking something that's like fruit punch. I'll go buy some juice or something, right? Mm-hmm. It's just not, why would you ever buy an energy drink? Way worse for you. Yeah. Fucks you up with your caffeine and everything. Like, not going to if I don't have to, and they're way more expensive. But yeah, it's like, yeah. That's the reasoning behind it. So I'm glad there's still a good option at least there.
Definitely.
Man, I'm fucking sauced from those sangrias. Yeah.
I'm pretty. I'm
fucking cooked, bro. Those things.
I'm going too.
They're delicious though. They're great. Yeah, I fuck with a good sangria. Like I think I've said it before. It's only one other episode you've seen. Maybe I didn't say it in that one. Probably did right at the start. Good sangria is great. I don't really like wine either. Like regular wine.
I'm not a big wine guy either.
No, it just tastes like it's way too dry. Even like red, I kind of white wine's the drier. Even good red wine, I just find like not a big fan of like Merlot. It's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
If someone handed me some like red wine, like even good red wine, probably wouldn't drink most of it. I probably wouldn't finish it. I just don't find it that good. I'm quite picky with my alcohol. Like
I am too.
Most beer, I don't.
Unless I'm gone.
That's not entirely true because like everything here, let's like stand up. Oh wow, standing up really was more difficult than I thought.
Okay.
Pretty much everything here is obviously a pretty wide collection. Gingerbread spiced rum. This shit goes very hard. Get out, you're in the way of the lighting. Folks can't see.
Take a leap.
Oh, go for it. Yeah, gingerbread spiced rum. Fantastic. Mallow. Pretty much any hard alcohol, with very few exceptions, I will drink. I can put on the alcohol camera so you guys can see roughly what we're dealing with here. We got a really good live shot of Victor's Corona there. But yeah, I'll pretty much drink any hard alcohol with very few complaints. Spiced rum though goes super hard. I do think it's probably my favorite. I'll get in the middle here so you guys can enjoy my beautiful face slightly more. A good spiced rum, my favorite probably still. Yeah, autofocus and stuff. Where is it? Some Yukon Jack here, I think. Unless I got rid of it. Yukon Jack. Great choice for like a whiskey. Very citrusy. It's odd. Wasn't expecting it at all when I bought it. But it's pretty cheap, not gonna lie. And I am pretty broke, so like cheap alcohol is good alcohol no matter how shitty it objectively tastes. Same thing as Amp. Yukon Jack is kind of like the Amp of alcohol. It's fantastic despite how cheap it is. It's kind of the same thing with Captain Morgan's, honestly. Like, I fuck with Captain Morgan's. It's cheap, but like you can see here, still relatively full. I think I have another huge thing of Captain Morgan's, the exact same bottle too. It's probably the next thing I'm gonna drink. Oh god, which one's not? There we go. Yeah, fantastic. Very enjoyable. Pop that back. And then some Crown Royale. Shout out to Gimli. Manufactured just 2 hours north of where we live here. Fantastic. Although it has Toronto on the label because that's where their headquarters are. Not made there. Kind of pisses me off. Don't really want to talk about it, to be honest. I'm going to pour me and Victor a shot of this anyways. I'll wait for him to get back to start that up, though. Do also have to give some credit to Jim Beam and his Jim Beam Honey. Where is it? Right here. Jim Beam Honey is, I think, my favorite whiskey, and it's just garbage, dirt, cheap whiskey, but it's really fucking good. Probably because it's so fucking sweet from the honey flavor that you just kind of can't taste anything over it, but like it's really, really fucking good. I've been keeping the folks entertained while you've been gone here with my favorite choices of whiskey from what we have here. I think this is a good time to turn on the alcohol camera. I'll pop it back on again.
Hell yeah. Are you pouring a drink or what?
Yeah, well, I'm going to pour a shot for both of us here. Move the cups out of the way, move the crown out of the way, and see kind of what it looks like here. I'll get this bowl out of the way. It's empty anyways.
Yep.
Barely know her. Barely fucking know her. Yeah, so...
fun fact, this is one of the coolest things we have here on the set. Is this... I don't even know. What is this for, ice?
It's for ice. Yeah, it's for breaking ice.
Fuck
yeah.
Man.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It looks very...
fisting tool, I believe.
Very dirty. Yeah, it looks kind of bad, but like it is a fantastic... It works amazing. So I was talking to them about my favorite alcohol that we have here on the set. I was saying here, Jim Beam Honey is a very good option. Love Jim Beam, especially Bombers kind of...
Go blue.
...relationship here. Disaronno. That's the one I hadn't mentioned yet. Disaronno is amazing alcohol. Almond kind of flavored liqueur.
I feel like we talked about trying it last episode. Did we?
I don't think we did. I'll pour us each a little bit in one of the plastic cups just so you can kind of try, because you want to sip on it. Like, you're not going to take it as a shot.
This is a sipping drink?
It's a liqueur, so it's not like a super hard flavor, but like I'll give us each just a little bit here. And we'll try it out. We'll see what we think. Have a sip there. Hang on, before we sip, we'll go back to the wide.
Cheers, brother.
No worries. Cheers on. And just let it kind of. It's kind of like nutty, but it's like a. It's a nice. It's pretty sweet tasting for the fact that it's. I think it's like what percentage is it?
Is this a whiskey?
28%. No, since it's a liqueur, it's like an almond style liqueur. I don't know what.
Like, would you drink this like scotch, like just like with ice or something, or?
That's what I usually do. On the rocks is usually how I drink it. It says, excellent on the rocks. Simply use fruit juices, rum, vodka, or you can drink it with fruit juices, rum, vodka, or whiskey, or for creating like unique kind of drinks. But it's very much an almond flavor. It's really nutty, but it's like sweet at the same time. It's really good. That's why I fuck with this Disaronno. It's super hard.
Let me just say, just this, you've won me over hardcore.
It's amazing. Yeah,
it's fucking. This is elite. I've never had this in my life. This is elite.
It's a very, very sweet, but like, and like it has a really strong alcohol taste, but it's like good. Like a vodka tastes terrible.
No, you need chase. Like I just finished that.
So you can just enjoy it. And it with like a Coke or something, right? Like rum and Coke. Everything tastes good with Coke, but it's good.
Yeah,
really good. Yeah, I fuck with it quite hard. So Disaronno is one of my one of my favorites. And then
Call on Reliance.
That's a hard advertisement.
Dude, we talk about some jingles after that.
Yeah, for sure. For something to take a shot with, grab the crown there and pop it in front of the camera, please. That's just the regular Crown Royal.
Of course.
Yeah. That's probably what we'll...
Classic crown.
We'll take the shot of the crown, because that's
good,
hard...
Gimli. Manitoba made.
I was talking when you were gone about how I'm upset, because it says Toronto on it in terms of where they're headquartered, but I think it's just exclusively for the fact that...
for that American market, who only knows one Canadian city.
Yeah, and it's Toronto. You know, maybe Vancouver is another place I know, but yeah, it's probably Toronto anyways. Still have a lot of sangria left, honestly, but let's pour up some.
All right, man.
Pour up a.
Should I move the camera? Oh, no.
Yeah, pop those back in the. Pop these back in place, and make sure we get a good little.
Which one's even mine?
This one's mine.
So,
That one's yours.
I mean, it doesn't really fucking matter, but...
Yeah, these are technically slightly larger than an ounce anyway, so those are...
Word. Okay.
Alright, you take that one, I'll take this one.
Fuck yeah, man.
Pop back to the wide. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Crown is good, but yeah, that's much harsher. Definitely. Need to take a little bit of chase for that one.
I always feel like I'm delinquent chasing with beer.
It lingers way more.
Yeah.
For sure. But yeah, still very good.
I just think vodka and various variants are like, that kind of makes more sense for a shot. Like, I know like a lot of people take shots of whiskey, and like I do too, but like...
Whiskey and rum, yeah, not really like a...
Do you have a Scotch take?
I don't like Scotch.
Okay.
Which is weird because it's just Scottish whiskey.
Yeah.
Like, fundamentally, it's kind of the exact same thing. It's supposed to be the exact same thing as standard whiskeys. But I don't know. Maybe I've never tried a whole lot of Scotch. I've tried Johnny Walker's, which is like garbage, super cheap.
Yeah.
Never tried like a really good Scotch.
Mm-hmm. You know what?
So I'm totally willing to change on that. But right now, not my thing.
You know, my mom is a primary Scotch drinker. Like when she drinks, like that's what she's having. And she has had in the past, like I remember her boss gifted her like a really expensive, like $100+ bottle of Scotch, really high quality shit. It's like 20 years old.
Yeah.
And I tried it, and it's like you can tell the difference, but it's not huge. Like it's. I think Scotch is more about like the appeal of the vibes, like as in you see in movies and like your cool characters, fucking James Bond or whoever is smoking a cigar and he's drinking a Scotch, and like you do feel good. Like I can enjoy a Scotch in that state, as long as it's not smoked. Like a smoked Scotch, horrible.
No,
but a non-smoked Scotch is pretty good because like the smell is really bad on a smoked Scotch, but a regular non-smoked Scotch is fine, and I can see you liking it, but I don't think it would ever be like your favorite.
No, and here, what I'll do is I will grab this. This is a rum, so it's still going to be another. I would like to thank...
we're drinking today.
Oh, yeah, we're going pretty hard.
Yeah,
I'll pop this in front of the camera. I would like to thank my lovely girlfriend's father for giving me this bottle of rum. Entirely free.
Shout out Mr. O'Neill.
Yes. Entirely free. Just because he wasn't a big fan of it. This is a $95 bottle of rum.
Product of Kingdom of Thailand. That is hard
which is weird. Like a Thai kind of product. I wasn't expecting a big...
God damn. Are we drinking it?
Yeah, we'll have a sip of it. Like we'll just... Because obviously you're not going to get a good flavor out of it if you're taking shots of it. So I'll kind of pour this. Pop that in the way.
You know what I'll try to bring for next episode is my mom has a Romanian bottle of whiskey.
Oh, yeah?
I should bring that, because it's an interesting flavor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, very interesting, actually. I guarantee you it's unique to anything you've ever had.
Oh, yeah. We'll definitely have to try that out then.
I know.
For sure. We can, we can just grow our collection of what we have here.
We should just keep getting Winnipeg-related shit for these things. Like, there's the Winnipeg Ice beer from Fort Garry beers. Fort Garry Brew.
I want to try that Baltic Bros Sour Cherry again, because it's really good.
Word, yeah.
It's not super expensive. Yeah, just
next week, brother. We'll try some more stuff like that.
Sip this here. Oh, look at that.
Cheers,
it's
guys.
gold rum. I'm not a huge gold rum fan, but...
Sip it?
Mm-hmm. As far as rum goes, it's still got a very, very alcoholic taste, but it's like...
Yeah.
It's very mild.
You know what?
It doesn't have a whole lot of taste to it.
Here's a topic. You know pirates, they're always associated with drinking rum.
Yeah.
On the boats and shit. Do you think they were all drinking with no chase?
It kind of had to be. I mean, what else?
Yeah, right?
Salt water? Like,
fuck me, that would suck ass.
Like, especially since, like, you're not even, like, you're not popping a lime in there. You're gonna get scurvy. Like,
no,
you know.
Like, dude, like, the fucking pirates and shit, like... Also, like, I understand, like, how the fuck did they have water and shit in that? Like, I know they weren't just drinking rum the whole fucking time. I know they were drinking a lot of rum. Yeah. Like, they were drunk a lot. I know that. But, like, there had to have been water. And, like, how was the water stored? Just in the fucking barrels, I guess?
Yeah, I don't actually know.
I feel like pirates are slept on in history.
Where it's like, they are.
Pirates, seriously, like, pirates are interesting as fuck.
Pirates fuck.
Yeah, no doubt.
They go kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I hate to do this during a podcast, but I am going to quickly check my phone just because, like, part of having a girlfriend is if you don't, reply every now and then, you're gonna get killed. Like
that's true. Yeah.
Throat slit.
I like we can say that because our girlfriends are not currently watching this.
Oh, totally. There's no chance.
Not a chance. So yeah. Overall, though, positive experience.
Yeah, great, big fan. Would recommend. Yeah, a significant other of any sort, no matter which way you.
No matter who you are.
No matter which way you swing, which is a funny way to describe sex. I fuck with that phrase to describe sexuality, like which way you swing.
Yeah.
Like especially like bisexual folks being called switch hitters. I find like
baseball
that's
fun.
That's
a
good term. That's funny, and it's like, and I don't feel as though it's offensive. Like it's just funny, right? Just like a funny term you can use to describe folks who like.
Yeah.
Like the both sexes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
You know what? I have a good friend who's like a good friend I made this year, like just in the last like few months, who's non-binary, and the terms and stuff that they use are always funny, and there's tons of opportunity for bits where it's like sometimes they'll come to school dressed like super feminine, and like they'll just like whatever be wearing like a dress or whatever the fuck. And then, like, another time they'll show up and they're just wearing, like, the most, like, man-like outfit possible. And I'm just like, you know what? There's potential for bits here.
Yeah, there's good humor. You have to find, like, folks who are okay with that being joked about. And I understand if you're not entirely, right? But, like, as long as the humor's not, like, insulting in any regard, right? Like, there's you gotta admit, there's good potential for some good riffing to go on there.
Fuck yeah.
Totally. Like there's some funny shit you can do with that.
Yeah, absolutely. And like it's super common now, like when somebody does something awesome, you'll go like king or like queen, whatever, right? And for them it's like there was a bit where like a few times I went like fuck queen, and then I was like oh shit, like my bad. And they're always like no, like I don't care, like that's fine. But it just switched to now when they do something like that, I'll just go like they. I just dab them up, like
yeah, that's fantastic.
They dub.
That's great. I like that.
You know what? We had a person in our store recently, the place where we jointly work anonymously.
Yeah.
And who just went off to one of our coworkers, Kalen, about how much they hate like these like fucking these people. You can't offend anyone these days. He's like, when I was in the fucking war, like some whatever war you ever in.
Probably some pointless conflict.
Some shit where you went, whatever. Some fucking totally imperialist conflict he
was
involved in.
They killed a lot of people who were not responsible for what was occurring.
Yeah, and he was just bitching about like they, thems and stuff, and I was just like, man, like, it just doesn't affect you, so like, why do you give a fuck? Like, that's what if you don't understand it, like, okay, like, I get not understanding it, but like, it just doesn't fucking involve you at all.
No, and I mean, okay, and so many people today care about the fact that everybody should know and should actively participate, and I mean, I agree that they should, but like,
participate
in just like the knowledge of like these terms. And, But like, there's so many people, you're just never gonna get that off.
Yeah, it's old people and shit, not happening.
It's a pointless desire. Hate to say it. One day, won't have to worry about that. Educate the younger generations. Don't worry about the older ones.
They will die.
Yeah, as bad.
Come on.
As morbid as it sounds, yes. Yeah, they will, right?
Yeah.
So don't worry about that.
Some guy who fought in fucking Korea is just, you just cannot
You're
explain
never
going
to get it out of him or her, because it's a two-way fight, right?
Yeah.
So it's a waste of your breath. I think it's more so important to just ensure that the future generations understand that kind of respect you need to have, and that it's a part of life, and to ensure that everybody's properly educated on that. And that is a big problem because people are actively fighting against that, the older generations in particular, right? And so it's something to worry about. But I don't agree with the whole you have to try and get everyone in your life to agree, because it's a pointless conflict.
It's not fucking
It's as pointless a conflict as so many of the conflicts that a gentleman like that may have been involved with overseas. You're not gonna win.
Yeah.
You might not lose, but you're definitely not gonna fucking win.
Yeah, it's like it's. I mean, I just would love to, and I think that we as a society, like, I think we kind of can get to this point one day where it's like, where we get to the point where like, even if like you're not super gung ho about stuff or whatever, it's like, if it doesn't affect you, like, why the fuck do you care?
You shouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah, like, it just doesn't fucking matter. Like, that's fine. Like, no matter what your take is, it's like, if it doesn't affect you, then just fucking why don't we just let people do what they want to do if it doesn't affect you,
exactly.
period. Like, if it's affecting you, like directly or whatever, like, okay, but, like, it's not. So, stop being a pussy about it.
Honestly.
There you go.
That is the solution to all the major world problems that we have. As noted here by Victor, which is
cheers.
Don't be a pussy.
Yeah,
just don't be.
If it doesn't affect you, just fuck off.
It's not a big deal. I doubt that. Well, and I mean, I find there's a lot of extremism that you find on social media that you don't really find in real life. It's very exaggerated.
For sure.
You kind of have to realize that it's a very vocal minority when you go on a website like Twitter, for example, or an app like Twitter. And yeah, you're not going to experience that really in real life because most people don't give a fuck. Really, most people don't care. Most people are relatively forward-thinking in that regard. And yeah, you'll get a small minority of people who are actively those shitheads and will be in public. But like, it's a much brighter future than I think you would expect when you just look at the very radicalized things you see on the internet. Right?
Yeah, like, I think I can honestly say, like, I'm a regular Twitter user. I love Twitter, but it's absolutely done some negative damage to me. Like, for sure. Like,
and in general, its net impact has been horrifically negative towards them.
Definitely.
No question.
Like, it's where, like, yeah, like, that vocal minority is, like, so vocal. Where it's, like, you think the world works like this. Where it's, like, you think that that's how people actually think, but it's, like,
you see a tweet with, like, 15, 20,000 likes or something, for example.
Yeah,
and you think, oh, that's a lot of people. And for Twitter, yeah, it is. But you have to realize, if you probably asked 1 million of those same people, just regular, random individuals, you might get 15,000 people to agree with it, but that's 15,000 out of 1 million.
Yeah, like, how many people viewed that tweet and didn't like it?
Millions. Tons. Yeah.
Yeah, so, like,
so it's...
But still. Okay. Huge shift. Overall thoughts on CFL free agency, the Canadian Football League. What are your thoughts?
I mean, I'm going to just go with a very Bombers
spitball it, man. I'll mention some non-Bomber stuff, but you do the Bomber overview.
Yeah. The Bomber overview, I am fucking ecstatic.
Me too.
The only downside, really, is just not having a kicker, right? I mean, that's going to be what kind of fucks us over. It's just, as long as our offense... Hey, I mean, the good news is our offense this year was good enough to get us within 3 points of a Grey Cup, despite having a fucking pretty terrible kicker. And he makes field goals. I genuinely believe if the conditions were better at the Grey Cup in Regina, if it wasn't as cold, it wasn't as shitty, I think Leggio would have performed better. Maybe. I don't think he's quite honestly that terrible. Like, he is a bad... I would much rather have somebody better. But, to be fair to the Bombers, there was no other better options. And as guys drop out of the NFL draft, a couple kickers, maybe we'll pick somebody up, at least to make them challenge for the spot, which I'd love. But our offense in general has improved great.
Yeah.
Our receiving core, fucking astounding. By far one of the best I've ever seen in the CFL among every single team. And when you look historically at the numbers,
one of the best
as well,
in history.
It has to be, quite honestly, one of the best you've ever seen in the history of the CFL. And, you know, some people might think that's an outlandish claim, but I really don't think it is.
I don't think it is.
No, it's an amazing core of guys you've got there, and I think they're going to be fantastic under Coleros.
Like, they have the best they have the best player in the league throwing them the ball.
Exactly, yeah.
Period.
And
like, undebatable fact.
Our our running game, I'm not worried about it at all. We have... Okay, first of all, Janarian Grant, as much as I made those jokes about, like, Janarian Grant, I don't think he's that good. He's a fantastic player. I've totally seen the light. He's great.
You've seen the light? Okay.
Running backs, Oliveira, full confidence in him.
He's great.
He's a fantastic player. He's developed so much in the last year, and he's going to just continue to get better and better.
Do we still have... Who the fuck is the other running back? What's his name?
McRae.
No, not
Johnny Augustine.
Johnny Augustine. Is he still a Bomber? He wasn't on our free agent list, so I'm assuming he's still here.
I believe he is. I think he's still under contract. Actually,
I think he's a great backup kicker. I think he could be a starting kicker for a lot... Sorry, not kicker. Starting running back for a lot of teams in the CFL.
I agree. Yeah. Do you remember...
he can play football.
Do you remember McRae? What's his first name? I don't remember.
I don't know, but isn't he a receiver?
He normally is.
Or he's like both, kind of.
He's come in like as
Samuel.
He's come in like as a halfback to like receive a couple like good tosses.
Okay.
Before, and he's he's been fantastic. Like with running the ball,
Shoot this.
He'll receive. Here, I'll shoot it with you.
Yeah, word, brother. Cheers, man.
I mean, it doesn't go down as easy when you're shooting it, but nothing does. McRae's been solid though. He's been very, very good. You hand the ball off to him, you give him a toss. He's a good player. He's a good option. He's never going to be an option as a running back because he's never been really designed to be played that way. But Augustine's good enough as a backup.
Oh my god! I think he's a good backup.
Oliveira's a fantastic starting running back.
Good.
And I mean, like he still definitely was developing in that last year. I think he really breaks out this year.
Fuck, because how old is he? Like, let me search him up real quick. I'm not sure
young.
how old Brady Oliveira is, but he's a young guy.
Quite young, I believe.
And he's learned, like, he did things the right way. Like, he was our backup for, I think, multiple years behind Andrew Harris. And it's like, fuck.
And he learned from him. That's like his inspiration, right? He said that many times. He's learned so much from Andrew Harris. He loves him as a guy.
Brady Oliveira is 25 years old.
He's got a solid 6, 7, 8 years ahead of him.
You know what I didn't realize is that he went to University of North Dakota.
Oh, really?
I did not know that. Like, that's... Yeah.
He's not far from home, and he's a Winnipeg native, right? So
he is a Winnipeg native, and just a wonderful human being, honestly.
Just a great guy. Yeah, so I have
great
overall...
Guy, yeah. Love you, Brady Oliveira.
Yeah, fantastic guy, Brady. Thank you so much for representing the city of Winnipeg so well, just so as a person, as a football player. Yeah, fantastic. I'm not here to... Yeah,
like it sounds weird, but like the world is better because Brady Oliveira.
He's a great guy. Yeah, especially with what he does for all
dogs.
Saving dogs.
Saves like 40 dogs a winter. What a
amazing
fucking person! Like what a guy.
What a fantastic guy.
Love him.
Yeah,
proud he's on our team.
Yeah, and he's a great running back, and he's become so much better recently, and he's just going to continue to develop. I think into a fantastic player. So yeah, I really don't. The only minor concern, I just haven't heard a whole lot about the defense. But, like, I liked our defense last year. They were good enough.
They were good.
They were decent enough. They're not, like, I probably wouldn't put them maybe as the strongest defense in the CFL. They're
probably also Toronto. Toronto probably the best defense, but...
They're up there. They're good. I haven't heard of a lot of guys who are missing from that last year.
Yeah, I think we kept everyone we needed to keep.
And our offense has improved enough to the point where I very, very much like our odds going into this year.
Yeah, like, you know what? I was thinking, like, in terms of our defense, we were the number 2 defense last year. Toronto was first, then us. And it's like, you know what? I'm okay with that. They have Enoch Mwamba, who's, like, probably the best defensive player in the CFL at this point. He's fucking elite. But, you know what? We got Willie Jefferson. We got our guys. We got Winston Rose. We got all those dudes. I know Winston Rose is kind of a controversial figure in the city, but like
he has the potential. He's a fantastic player.
He's a good corner. Like, come on.
Didn't have a fantastic season. He was average.
And I know he shouldn't have been all-star like top corner. Like, no, that's incorrect. But like, still, he's good.
He's got it in him. He's got that dog.
Oh, no doubt. And like the year before, like before he went to the NFL, like, he was fucking elite. So like, I feel like this year he might have an amazing year.
I certainly think so. Yeah.
But yeah, like, okay, because I agree with you. Obviously, Kalaros is the best quarterback in the league. It's insane to think otherwise. Like, I won't even hear anything else because it's so fucking stupid. It's not worth my time.
And here's the thing:
to hear it,
the knowledge of that, I went to every single Bomber home game and watched. As a result, pretty much every single other quarterback in the league. Nobody comes even fucking close to Zach Kalaros.
No, it's just stupid as fuck to see.
It's just that simple. I shouldn't say nobody comes close. There's a couple fantastic quarterbacks who are very, very good and are on a similar level, but you can see a very noticeable difference in the quality between them and Kalaros. And I mean, the results speak for themselves, right? 2-time Grey Cup champ, made it to that third Grey Cup.
Yeah, we traded for him, and towards the end of the season, he won 6 straight games. We won the Grey Cup, first time in 30 years.
Exactly. No, he's definitely, unquestionably, the best quarterback. I say the best quarterback in Bomber history. More than likely.
It's valid. Like, you got guys like claim. I know we got like Dieter Brock and we have some legends. I will say I'm not as versed in CFL history as I maybe should be.
Yeah,
but like, because I know like we had some amazing quarterbacks like Kenny Plone and Dieter Brock and all those guys. But in my lifetime, it's not even a discussion. It's obviously Zach Kalaros.
And I think just in terms of the success of the Winnipeg Blue Bombers in the last, 13 championships. right? In general,
Something like that.
I can think of very few guys who have contributed as much as Zach Collaros has. But
he's a lead quarterback.
Coming in the 3 years he's been here now? Yeah, 3 years.
Yeah.
He's come in. He's won 2 Grey Cups. He's brought us in, within 5 points of a third.
Yeah.
It's a one-off game is the reason why we haven't won 3 in a row. And going into this 4th year, I have a lot of confidence in the ability of the Bombers to win this season.
If you did a fantasy draft of the entire CFL right now, Zach Collaros goes number 1.
Unquestionably, first pick every single time.
He is the best player in the Canadian Football League.
Yeah, which is incredible for a quarterback who can't really run, because he can't.
He runs.
Yeah, he picks up his run game is only he only runs for a decent amount of yards because nobody expects him to run. That's the only reason, right? He's not a guy
that's true. That's true. That's fair. He's not a fucking runner. Yeah, he's not Jeremiah Masoli or anything.
But that's just even gives him such a better case as to why he's fantastic, because he just throws the ball that well. He's so intelligent in that regard. I still maintain Zach Collaros out of the pocket is 10 times the quarterback of Zach Collaros in the pocket.
When Zach Collaros is scrambling,
if he trips up and Collaros scrambles out of the pocket, something about that, that off-balance throw for 20, 30 yards or something to a moderately contested receiver, he just finds the right spot every single time.
Every time he scrambles, I just think man, I can't wait for Dalton Schoen to catch this.
Yeah, I can't wait for some Bomber receiver to come down with a fantastic fucking pickup, because he just in the pocket, he's a great quarterback. Out of the pocket, I don't even know. Something about him, it's just different. I think it fucks with the defense's head a little bit, knowing that they've put that pressure on. He gets out of it, and he just makes a fucking fantastic play every single time.
Yep.
I don't get it. Everyone in the bathroom though, so continue.
That's valid.
Feel free to spit your opinions to the camera.
I'm just gonna. Scotch knocked over some drinks.
My bad.
I'm just gonna talk football to them then.
Go for it.
All right. Hello, everyone. Okay. Here's why I think the NFL isn't as good as the CFL. And look, I understand. I'll grab my beer. I understand that the CFL isn't as talented as the NFL. I get that Patrick fucking Mahomes is better than anyone in the CFL. I'm not a fucking idiot. I understand that. They get paid $40 million for a reason. Here's why I don't give a shit. Our league and the rules of our league are better. First of all, open fields. Big open fields. They're wider. We have deeper end zones. All of those things contribute to more action. More kick return touchdowns. More punt return touchdowns. More just big plays. We'll get into the 3-down issue, but to start off, just the field itself. You watched the Super Bowl. It was a great game of professional football. It was an elite game. Was there a return of any kind the entire game? Because all I remember is touchbacks, which is a disaster, I think. In the CFL, you have this massive open field where there's multiple returns every game that are 20 yards, 30 yards. You just don't get that in the NFL, and I think that's a fucking major problem, because in my opinion, and I think anyone who's not lying to themselves will agree with this, is that the kick return, punt return, touchdown is the most exciting play in football. And the CFL has considerably more of those than the NFL. And I think that that's a huge W. The deeper end zones as well. Not only does it result in more touchdowns, but it's just more exciting to me. Just trying to score within a 10-yard region, it's just not enough, I don't think. I think it's dumb. And then overall, the 3 downs versus 4 downs. And here's my defense of 3 downs, because I know even some Canadian football fans who are in favor of 4 downs. Here's my defense. I think that 3 downs encourages more big passing plays than 4 downs does, which is huge. In the NFL, there's a whole lot of you can draw up a play that is designed to gain 5 yards on a pass. In the CFL, that doesn't really happen. It's there's a whole lot of you run to start off and it's 2 and 6, and then you launch it 20 yards down the field. There's a lot more big plays, a lot more big throws. I just feel like more big shit happens in the CFL than in the NFL, and I just think that the rules that we have just result in a faster paced game with more mistakes, more big plays, and I just think that's really the main reason why I personally, despite the talent difference, I think that the CFL is just a more exciting game. That's what I think.
I know where you're coming from. Yeah, I know what you're talking about already.
Yeah.
I do completely agree. And obviously, yes, it's very biased. I understand the desire for 4. I understand the desire for 4 downs over 3, but I just... Here's my issue. Like, for example, perfect example. Look at a guy like Tom Brady.
Yep.
An absolute master of
Pretty good.
4 to 5 yard passing play, right? I mean, don't get me wrong. He can launch the ball when needed, and he's still a fantastic
Tom Brady,
player.
yeah.
But fuck me, is he boring to watch? He really is.
Yeah.
I mean, if you had to ask, do I want to watch like Zach Caleros throwing a football or fucking Tom Brady? Like, I'm not kidding you. The more interesting plays, the longer balls, the more exciting catches are going to come from a guy who's got 3 downs to work with instead of 4. The guy who can afford to get 4 or 5 yards per play, like a fucking Tom Brady or an NFL quarterback, way less interesting than a guy who's got basically, well, we'll say 2 downs to work with, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. It forces you to have more exciting plays, and you're so often caught in that like 2nd and 4, 2nd and 3 situation in which you have to come up with a play, right? A 2nd and 4 or a 2nd and 3 in the NFL is whatever, right? You're probably fine. You got another down even if you don't get it. Yeah. It's just less exciting because it's far more rhythmic where you're probably going to get a first down 100% because you're confident in the ability. You have a bunch of professional fucking football players who need to get 3 down or who have 3 downs essentially to get 10 yards, whereas in the CFL you got 2 plays.
Yep.
They better be drawn up well. You better have a good pass, better be on point. And if you don't get that first, if you don't get a first down off that first play, it's a intense kind of moment in that 2nd down, right?
Yeah.
Whereas you don't see as much of that in the CFL. That's why I find it more interesting. It's higher stakes all the time, right? That's why I find it a bit more interesting.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so I wanted to quickly, if you wouldn't mind, I would like to break down the Bomber receiving core. I just want to list this because it's fucking preposterous.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm going to assume that the number 1 receiver is still Dalton Schoen. He's just going to be. Kenny Lawler's amazing. The number 1 receiver is Dalton Schoen.
Yeah.
Led the league in receiving yards. Number 2, Kenny Lawler, the guy who led the league in receiving yards the year beforehand and was still top 5 last year despite missing like 4 games with an injury. By far the best 1-2 punch in the CFL. If you think otherwise, fuck you. Because you're an idiot.
Yeah, that's just a simply incorrect, factually an incorrect statement right now until we can be proven wrong.
Yeah, it's completely indisputable and you're wrong and more than likely dumb. Number 3.
I dislike you for that. Yeah.
Number 3, Nick Dembski, who is fucking good.
That is the Mr. All-Purpose of the CFL.
Oh my
he
god.
Will fucking,
running, catching, yards after catch.
He is like...
Nick Dembski.
I forget what it's called. You know when it like shows like a player's best abilities and it's got like the circle, right? With like the peak. He is a perfect sphere right around the fucking edge. Like he can do everything perfectly. I'd fucking throw him in quarterback for a couple plays to see how well he can throw the ball. Yeah. The guy can do whatever it takes.
Unbelievable. And he makes big plays.
Yeah.
Like all the time, like I feel like whenever the Bombers faced any adversity this season, like last season or the year before even, it was like Nick Dembski was there. And it's like he would somehow, like if we had to make a comeback, it's like Dembski makes a play where he catches the ball, barely past the line of scrimmage and he gets us 8 yards. Like he'll do shit like that. Nick Dembski's a good player. He's phenomenal. Like by far the best 3rd option in the CFL. It's not even close.
Kenny Lawler, Dalton Schoen, Nick Dembski.
Yeah.
We haven't even touched on fucking Rasheed Bailey.
We haven't touched on Showtime Sheed, a man who is guaranteed to just... he just does the job. Rasheed Bailey. Rasheed Bailey.
Everything down. He's got his own podcast, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
I would listen to it.
It was weird. It was kind of odd. The first episode was only 13 minutes long, but it was why he chose to stay in Winnipeg over a couple other options. Fantastic to listen to. Strongly recommend. If you're a fan of the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, go give it a listen because it is a fantastic insight into his kind of the culture of Winnipeg. He's a fantastic guy. I'm glad he's back. He's a great football player.
Great person.
Yeah, and he's...
and we'll get into Rashid Bailey, because I think there's a lot to say about recent events with a certain dumb fuck who works for the Saskatchewan Roughriders organization. We'll get to you, Michael, you fuck. We'll get to you. But on top of that, Rashid Bailey, by far the best fourth option. We have the best first option, second option, third option, fourth option in the CFL. It's not even close. Rashid Bailey, number 4. What a fourth receiver to have. It's stupid. Number 5. And the man, Drew Wolotarski, a guy who I feel everyone sleeps on. Drew Wolotarski is the best teammate in the CFL. This guy... and every time we sign a big name receiver, or like anytime Schoen stays, whatever, Drew Wolotarski is the first guy in the comments hyping it up, even though it means fewer catches for him, because he is such a team player. I think Drew Wolotarski could be a vital part of the offense on every other team in the CFL, and yet he is more than content being our 5th receiver in Winnipeg.
Completely agree.
He's elite. Then you have guys who made big plays for the Bombers last year. You have O'Leary Orange, Agadosi, McRae. All 3 of those guys are still on the roster. They're the 6th, 7th, and 8th receivers on this team.
Yeah.
When they all were huge when they played.
Agadosi was fucking fantastic.
I know he got hurt, but he caught like 4 touchdowns in like 2 games.
Watch him pull down those touchdowns.
He's our 6th guy.
Yeah, just size-wise. Watch him pull those touchdowns down live in the same end as we were sitting. Just fucking fantastic. He's incredibly athletic for his size.
6'6".
Unbelievable.
He's the 6th best receiver on the Bombers.
Yeah.
Like, the Bombers have this unbelievable receiver core. We have the best quarterback in the league throwing to him. In case you need, you're worried about the balance with the running game, we also have the highest, we have the guy who had the most rushing yards in the CFL last year. What do you want?
I fail to see really a major weakness, other than maybe
the kicking.
Yeah, our kicking is still questionable. But hey, in the regular season, Leggio, in terms of field goals, he's not a problem, right? It's just in the extra point kind of. Section. I just hope he continues to grow, because there's a very real chance that we're going to be kind of with him for another several years. And I'm okay with that as long as he continues to develop. But yeah, right now it is a little bit worrying that he's our...
I mean, yeah, like I do as a Bomber fan who could not be higher on Kyle Walters. I do expect Kyle Walters to do everything in his power to bring us a new kicker for next year. I think that he needs to be aware that he needs to be looking for it. If it's not possible, okay. Yeah, at least an option. If it's not possible, okay. But we need to be exploring, because as much as I think Mark Leggio is a wonderful person and all that, and I think that when it's the second quarter, he can hit a big field goal. He can. We have just seen enough to know that if it's the fourth quarter, we can't trust him.
No, we just can't rely on him.
And it's a problem. It's a problem.
Unfortunate, but just simply the reality of the situation. Yeah, that he's just not a guy.
Yep.
Not a guy you can rely on to kind of make it happen when it matters the most.
Feel free to talk away. I'll be right back.
Yeah, well, I don't want to dunk on Mark Leggio too much, but I like the place the Bombers are in. I think they're set for another good season. What's it now? 3 months? 3 months until the season kicks off, and very excited for it. As a matter of fact, I think for the majority of these games here that we plan on doing kind of a pregame show about an hour long, where we just kind of discuss the upcoming matchup before we head down to Investors and watch it live, obviously. You can expect a lot more content to come around that time, and hey, we just do it for the love of the CFL, do it for the enjoyment of kind of making that content, right? That's the only reason we're doing this. It's not to gain some big audience. There's really no selfish motive to the reason that we're out here doing this. It's something you just like getting in front of a camera, kind of trying to just talk, have a good time, have some drinks, talk about things we're interested in, and that definitely is going to continue with a regular kind of, hopefully weekly podcast. Time frames right now are a little difficult while we're both in school, but something that we enjoy doing a lot. We hope to continue, and we hope that anybody who is listening to this is having a good time along with us talking about the CFL. We'll definitely try and kind of push this podcast out more to people who are interested in the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, who are interested in the CFL, who like these kind of conversations. And as we get closer and closer to the season, we'll definitely try and discuss more the way we feel about upcoming games, and try and kind of grow a slightly larger audience of people who are interested in the CFL, right? So, anybody who is still watching a whole hour and 50 minutes in, we appreciate your support. We hope you enjoy content we're bringing. Probably got another 10 or 15 minutes left in us, and at this point I'm kind of running out of stuff to say. Well, Victor's gone, I'm not going to lie. Difficult having a one-way conversation with a camera, obviously, but it's been a good time making these, and hope it continues on for a very, very long time, right? No matter how many people might be watching, whether or not they're interested, we have a fun time making these. We hope you guys are as interested in listening to what we have to say, no matter how stupid it might be at times, how irrelevant it might be. We have a very good time doing this. So, certainly going to continue. Thank God he's back, because I'm running out of shit to say to the camera without you here. It's difficult having a one-way conversation, but
bet I'm back.
Talking a little bit about how we, as the Bomber season closes in, maybe intend to do kind of like a pregame podcast while we're here, right? Now,
yep.
Something an hour long maybe when we're here, about to head out to IGF and kind of create more content in that sense. Right?
Definitely some guests too, like whoever's over to drink with us too.
Yeah, for sure. I got
whoever it is.
Plenty of guys who are Bomber fans, or who are at least interested in going quite regularly.
If we're going with one of the wives too, that.
Yeah. Some of the kind of regular guys we head out to investors with to watch the games. We'll have them on. We'll have good conversations about the game ahead for about an hour or so, and hopefully still try and get kind of a regular podcast out where we just talk about kind of whatever, right?
Oh, for sure. And definitely closer to the actual start of the season. We're going to do like a full-ass preview episode of the season. But like I will say right now, I do think that the Winnipeg Blue Bombers are comfortably the favorite to win the Grey Cup. I think that's
betting
more
odds
than fair.
Wise, they 100% are.
Overall, free agency, like there's a lot of teams that made improvements. Most notably, Hamilton and Ottawa both made massive improvements. Like they are going to be considerably better this year.
I'm glad to see Hamilton back up there.
Me too.
Almost felt bad for us beating him twice in the Grey Cup. A little bit, where like if there's a team who I want to see win who's not the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, I'd like to see the Hamilton Tiger Cats get one.
I don't have any beef with them, honestly. It's like I did back in the day when they used to shit kick us all the time, but like now that we just beat them every time.
Everybody
so I'm not too worried about it.
Everybody kind of used to shit kick us back at the time, but them more than others. Yes,
that's the weirdest thing. Like in every other sport I'm a fan of, I don't hate most teams. In the CFL, I hate almost everybody.
Yeah,
like I despise like Sask. I hate Edmonton. I hate fucking Hamilton. I hate all kinds of teams.
Yeah, it's much more visceral, I think, when you're dealing with...
It's all Canadian cities and stuff.
Yeah, that's
just hate everyone who's not you.
A big part of it. Like the NHL, I don't really hate that many teams. I hate Toronto as a Canadian team, and I just hate the media and the way that they interact with them. But yeah, even most other Canadian teams, I don't really give a fuck. Like, I don't hate Edmonton, I don't hate Calgary, I don't hate Vancouver, I don't hate anybody like that, right? But yeah, the CFL, this is an entirely Canadian league. Yeah. Very visceral reactions. Very much you kind of stand just with the Bombers. Really?
Hate the Stampeders, not the Flames. I find it the Flames. I hate because they won so many, like, the years that we were the most, like, at our worst, where we couldn't beat anybody. Calgary was the ones winning the Grey Cup, and they'd always walk into IGF and just shit kick us.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I don't like the Stampeders, although Bo Levi is now in Hamilton, and Bo Levi was one of the main reasons. I hate Bo Levi Mitchell.
Yeah, fair enough. I have no real reason to hate him.
Yeah, that's fair. I hate him.
But I do. I hate him. Yeah.
Yeah,
sorry, Bo. But, Joe, what type of name is Bo? Like
that's Bo. Oh, he's got the worst name in the CFL.
Yeah, he's got him.
Bo Levi Mitchell. Horrible.
Bo Levi. Yeah. Sounds like
a
fucking cow.
We've been recording for... How long have we been recording here?
Hour and 54 minutes.
Fuck me, it's been a long time.
Yeah, we're probably better wrap it up, honestly.
We're getting close to it here. Yeah.
For the next couple minutes. It's been a good episode.
Sure has. I've had a good time as per. Always do.
Always do. That's what I was talking about mostly while you were gone. I was just saying how, it's kind of a passion project, right?
It really is.
I don't really care if there's not a lot of people watching this. I think it's just going to be fun to look back on in the future.
Yeah.
Hopefully as the season kind of comes closer, we can push this out to more and more fans of the Winnipeg Blue Bombers who might be interested in what we have to say. But at the end of the day, it's just something I enjoy doing. Just sitting here talking with you. Have some other people on as well.
No doubt.
Unfortunately, I'll have to invest in some more $30 Walmart stools in order to make that happen.
It's fine.
But it's a good time, just having some drinks, having a fun conversation about whatever it may be, whether it's energy drinks. We went on for energy drinks for quite a while.
That's fair, man.
It is, yeah. It's a big topic in my life because I spend a lot of time consuming caffeine.
Yeah. You know what I'll say is, I understand. Like, I think we both understand that, like, the potential market for this podcast is pretty capped. Like, it's hard if you're not from Winnipeg. Like, I would imagine I hope that there are some of you, but if you're not from Winnipeg, I would imagine it's harder to get into this podcast than anyone else. But I just think that, like, it's about just having a real legitimate conversation. If you're from Winnipeg and you're from that, like, this area or whatever, like, or really if you're just Canadian, like, I hope you can find something that you can relate to at least in this. And
it's not something you have
to conversation.
That's the great thing about podcasts. It doesn't have to be something you're listening to.
You don't need to be super focused.
You don't need to be focused. Just listen along. Hopefully,
I'm sure there's people smoking a joint and having this in the background, and we appreciate it. Yeah,
laughing, agreeing, disagreeing, whatever it may be. Just hope you have a good time, really.
For real, man. Honestly, like, anybody who is still listening, like, we really appreciate it, man. Like, we really do. It's just two friends having a few beers and chatting. So it's awesome. If anyone's listening to this, that's great. We appreciate it.
My tolerance is low, so I'm completely fucked up. So having a few beers might be slightly a bit of an understatement because I'm fucking tossed right now.
Yeah, me too. I'm
drunk. Yeah. Having a good time, definitely, for sure.
God, can't wait for some football.
It's tough because we started this in the off season of the CFL, right? There's a bit less to talk about, and when I decided on the name True Blue Podcast, it kind of
was a good name.
Immediately gave us the idea of the CFL, but without any actual football to talk about, it becomes immediately a lot more difficult. But in the coming months, we're only a couple months away now.
Fuck yeah!
All right, yeah, I'm excited for things to get going like that, and not far now.
Absolutely, man. Can't wait.
Sure. You have anything else you want to talk about, really?
You know what? I think we've covered most of what we wanted to say, man.
Yeah, we're coming up pretty much on 2 hours anyways, which is kind of the rough estimate for how long I would like most of these things to be. So
yep.
If you're still here and you're not completely fucking asleep watching these late at night or something, which is usually what I do, we appreciate your support. Leave a like, whatever you feel like. Thanks a lot for tuning in. We'll probably see you sometime next week, provided all of our schedules align for that. So thanks a lot for listening, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good one.